Parent live stream. All right, and we are live. Welcome to Paradigm Shift TV 314. This is your brother, Pianki Patai Muntu Neferah Moon Ra. And we got a powerful show with two powerful brothers. And before I have those brothers introduce themselves, y'all know I got to do my usual spiel. Let me say hotep to my fellow Kemetic brothers and sisters. God bless to my Christian brothers and sisters. Shalom to my Hebrew brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum to my brothers and sisters in the NOI. Islam to my Moorish brothers and sisters. Peace to my brothers and sisters in the nation of gods and earth, them 5%. And I want to say Jumbo to the rest of my brothers and sisters throughout the African diaspora, be it here in the wilderness of the United States of America or beyond. Y'all know I say that greeting for one reason and one reason only. If you're Black, I'm with you, and I hope you're with me. Our different ideologies shouldn't keep us from uniting, and we can disagree without being disrespectfully disagreeable. With that, my brothers, in no particular order, reintroduce yourself to the Paradigm Shift TV 314 audience, and let's get this on.
You want to go ahead, Black Lion?
Hotel family, Hotel, Black Lion Supreme, Oakland, California, member of the Dagger Squad. I want to say what's up to everybody and peace and love. We're going to have a build tonight with my boy, NoBoDy, about this term atheism, and I'm looking forward to it. He's a more than a worthy opponent. He's on his religious tip, so we're going to go there tonight, and we're going to do so respectfully. And so just sit back, get your popcorn ready, and let's get it in.
Get your popcorn ready. Go ahead, my brother.
Y'all already know me, man. I'm nobody. Always trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. I'm here with my brother, Black Lion Supreme, man. I don't think we had a discussion just one-on-one ever on the show. Y'all know y'all can find me at Trust and Be the Gospel, Facebook, Jacobus Wide, and all that, man. I'm just, looking forward to this positive conversation, man, and seeing what we both take away from the conversation, and just see if we can sway each other or try to convince each other, to the opposed side of the view that both of us have on this particular subject. Like you said, we are talking about atheism, and we're talking about religion, trying to see if atheism is a religion or not, or and things like that or whatever. So I'm just looking forward to the show.
All right. So we're gonna start it off. My brother, you made the statement that atheism is a religion. So I'm gonna let you have 15 minutes. Of course, you ain't got to use the whole 15 to say why you believe it's a religion. Black Lion can have 5 minutes to rebut it, and then we'll let Black Lion have the same amount of time to say why he doesn't think that, and then you can rebut, and then I'm just gonna let y'all have at it. So go ahead, bro. It's on you. Time starts when you start talking.
All right, man. I'm gonna just pull up the definition of religion from the Oxford Dictionary. Everybody knows that it has 3 different meanings. We're gonna skip down to the third meaning, and the meaning is a pursuit or interest to which someone ascribes supreme importance. Now, I've read this definition on here before. We all have something that we subscribe as supreme importance, whether it be your family, your health, your lifestyle and all that. But when it comes to atheism, people who don't believe in a God or gods or, theist point of view at all, they subscribe that as important to them as well. We know that atheism has dogma. Their dogma is that they believe that there is no God. They do have a belief system as regarding origins. They believe in evolution. We have the Bible. We consider that like holy books and stuff like that. I'm not going to say that they consider this as holy, but they have books that they look up to as pertaining to their worldview, such as things like origins of the species, and things like that. They also have faith, They have faith that everything they know can be explained through their belief system. You know, they think that what they believe, most of them are materialists. They only believe in things that they can see, feel, hear, touch, and smell. And they believe that everything can be explained through that. It takes faith to believe that because everything can't be explained through things that we can touch, see, hear, smell. They also have evangelism, you know, where they are actively promoting their faith and trying to recruit people into it. You know, I don't know how many atheist YouTube videos I've watched where they're trying to get people not to believe in God, or where they're telling people not to believe in the Bible. They are evangelizing people. They're trying to recruit people. That is what evangelizing is, you know. Also, um, they they celebrate what they believe. You know, they get among each other. There are atheist institutions where you can go and meet up with other people, you know, and they have days that they look up to and times of the year that they do on a that they um, celebrate consistently. Now I know every atheist is not a part of some kind of institution, but there are atheist institutions where they meet up, you know, several times a week or you know twice a week and things like that, just like other religious um, um, institutions. They also have a teaching system. You know, they have dogma. You know, they try to present to you things that they've gotten from other atheists who don't share the same worldview. They believe in people like Dawkins and the presentations that they put out. They look up to those illustrations and those PowerPoints and things that they present. So you know, it's not too much of a stretch from the same thing that any other belief system, not just the Bible, just any other belief system that's classified as a religion. When we look at atheists, we can see them partaking in the same type of things. I also have this is from academiacore.com. You know, because we talk, my brother Black Lion Supreme always talk about academia and what does academia say. He even posted in the chat, show me an academic that would say that atheism is a religion. Well, I can pull from this website full of academics, in which I'm not for sure if my brother is aware of this, but there's an atheist named Kaufman who ended up going to jail, and they pretty much wasn't treating him right in jail. He was an atheist, so he sued his state, and it went all the way to the Supreme Court. We know the Supreme Court is the highest court in the land. He fought for atheists to be seen as the same as other religious groups under the First Amendment. And we know that when we read the First Amendment of the Constitution, it lets it be known that the United States Constitution prevents the government from making laws which regulate an establishment of religion or that would prohibit the free exercise of religion. So, you know, in freedom of speech and religion and all that assembly with religion and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure y'all know what the First Amendment is. We even have instances of an atheist going to court fighting for his belief system to be a religion so that they could get the same rights as every other religion under the First Amendment in the Constitution. So not only does the third definition fit pretty fits anybody really. It fits anybody, not just atheists. It fits anybody whether you believe in a God or not. Not only does it fit that, it also fits the atheist worldview. Everything that I read off from the dogma that they present, the books that they look up to, the different notions and evangelism and belief systems regarding evolution and believing that there is no God. They have belief, they have faith, they have the same exact things that they would say a person who's in a religion has, and there is no getting around it. My brother Black Lion Supreme let it be known to me that when it comes to certain words, he don't like to use how Europeans have defined those words. Well, we know that in academia, words mean what they mean. Academia use definitions, they use meaning, they define words, they define terms. based off of the terms and the words and definitions that I read today, including, oh, I didn't even get to read from the brother. Here we go, from the academia.com website that I was telling y'all about. This was written by Derek H. David, person in academia, and he says a religious need not be based on a belief in the existence of a supreme being or beings, nor must it be a mainstream faith. Thus, the courts concluded atheism is equivalent to religion for the purposes of the First Amendment, and Kaufman should have been given the right to meet and discuss his atheism just as any other religious belief system has in the past. So we have it in the court system. We have it by definition, saying it's a belief system. We even have, as I just said previously, the things that they present to theists as to why they don't believe in theism, and it's no different than any other belief system when they're arguing for their faith or their belief system. So I don't need to hold 15 minutes. I yield the rest of my time. And you said he got 5 minutes to rebuttal, right?
Yeah, go ahead, Black Lion. You can rebut if you choose, or you can go straight into your spiel. It's up to you.
I'll do a little rebuttal, but it's not going to take me 5 minutes.
All right, go
Okay.
ahead.
What's going on, family? Let's get into it. Now, he just brought up some court case from some crackpot dude in jail trying to make a better life for himself, calling atheism a religion. But if you notice, he didn't tell you that this man won his case. And so that doesn't, just because someone brings up a case doesn't mean that you can apply it to this conversation unless the man won his case. And even if he did, are you interrupting me, bro?
No, I was just saying he did win. That's all. Go ahead.
I didn't interrupt you no time during this bill.
He rebutting, let him go, man.
I'll let you go all the way in. And you have show he won it. Show the proof. So as I said, even if he did win, that doesn't change the definition of the term atheism. Atheism is the complete opposite of religion. There's no deities. You pay no dues. You go to no institution like a church to be an atheist. There's no qualifications. The only thing that you have to do is not believe in a God. I can be an atheist all day long, all night long, all year long, never go to any institution, never even engage with another atheist, never do anything that you see done in religion. Go to institutions, meet with people, congregate, listen to some atheist pastor. None of these things exist. I can just simply not believe in a deity, and I am living the complete definition of an atheist. Period. Don't have to do none of these. Don't have to follow no codes. I'm not bound to any book. This is what you know. That's the difference between an atheist and a religious person. That religious person is bound to the Bible. They're bound to the Quran. They're bound to the book that represents their religion. There is no book that I'm bound to when it comes to atheism. And for him to sit here and compare evolution in other concepts of academia to religion is insane. Those books and those studies have nothing to do with a religion. It has to do with history. It has to do with science. Those are science texts. Those are history texts. They're not religious texts. Two different things. Now, when we use this term religion, we have to be careful and watch how they will try to mix the content together with others. When we're talking about religion, as far as a belief system, we're talking about someone who believes in a deity, a supreme God. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about religion. We're not talking about someone who loves to watch football religiously or gets up at 7 a.m. in the morning religiously. That's a different context. That's using the word in a different context. which he is trying to apply to atheism. No, you can't do that. You would have to show in the very definition of atheism the term religious or having anything to do with religion. And he cannot do that because it's the complete opposite. It has nothing to do with what you see from religious people. It is counter to religion. It is opposed to religion. It is the enemy of religion. This is why they are trying to flip the term and make it into what they wanted to make it into. You can look up the term religion and try to compare it to atheism all you want to. That's not going to prove anything. You have to show the definition of atheism and show that it's the same as religion. And he cannot do that. He cannot do that at all. So I'm done with my rebuttal.
All right. So
Can I say one thing?
I think it's my time for 15 minutes to go into my spiel, but go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and let you do that. Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I'm be quick. I just want to say I did say whether he won the case or not. I said it when it said the court has concluded atheism is equivalent to. So yes, I did. You said prove it. I just pulled it up. I told y'all can go to academiacourt.com, JSC. His name is Derek H. Davis. The name of it is Atheism a Religion? Recent judicial perspectives of the constitutional meaning of religion. The Supreme Court decided that. You know, those aren't crack pot smoking people just sitting on a corner. You know, these are people who know what terms mean, who know what words mean. So I just want to say that. And yeah, that's all. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, so you're not sharing your screen, so we don't see anything. We're just hearing you talk. And we need to know the particulars of the case, the entire case.
I mean, I can read it.
Listen, fellas. We'll say this for when y'all have y'all back and forth. Right now, we're gonna go into Black Line 15 minutes.
All right. Oh, okay, good.
Time to start when you start.
Okay, I'm gonna start now. Now let's just say what he's saying is the truth. Let's just say it's all the way the truth. That still doesn't change the definition of the term atheist. First of all, atheist is a Greek term. And one of the very first people to be called an atheist are Christians. Why were they called atheists? Is it because they didn't believe in a God? No, it was because they didn't believe and recognize the God of the Greco-Roman Empire. That's why they were called atheists. So an atheist can believe in a supreme deity, but if he just doesn't, or she just doesn't believe in the deity of the empire they are a part of. That's the true definition of an atheist. Now, the English spin on that word means that you don't believe in a deity at all. So if you don't believe in a deity at all, how in the world can you be religious? That makes no sense. You don't believe in any spooky concepts. You don't believe in any God concepts. You don't believe a man walked on water. You don't believe a God created this universe. You don't believe in anything that has to do with the supernatural definition that comes from the Bible. You don't believe in any kind of God concept worldwide. That's an atheist. So it can't be religious. It can't just because you religiously do something or you religiously hold to something doesn't mean that you're a religious person in the context of being a believer. Those are two different things. So we have to be careful how we use terms and how we use words because they can mean and you have to look at the context of the word in question. And on top of that, this man cannot show you one person, not even a biblical scholar, that will tell you that atheism is a religion. No institution. If he was to go to any higher institution of higher learning in this country, worldwide, and go in there and say that atheism is a religion, that's the definition of the word, he will be laughed out of the building. He can only come up to people who don't know any better and make that kind of a statement without it being put in question. because there's the two just don't mix. They don't mix at all. And this is why one applies to a God and the other does not. So how can they both mean the same thing when they both are opposed to each other? That's like saying right is left and left is right. No, one is one and one is the other way. One is one way and one is the other way. Same thing with religion and atheism. You can believe in what you want to believe in. That has nothing to do with this conversation. What has to do with the conversation is what is the definition of both of these terms? And they do not apply to each other. They're opposed to each other. And again, I'm going to say this again. This man cannot show you, no scholar with credentials that's going to tell you that atheism is a religion. Just because someone might have won a case or been involved in a case in some one state, they gave this person some type of whatever it is. I don't know. I haven't seen the details of the case. Does not mean that applies to every state in the union, that applies to worldwide, no, or even to the definition of the very word. It doesn't mean that. Too many people believe that just because one person says something, even one scholar, you can pick one scholar with a 1,000 credentials, because that one scholar says something, that means that's automatically the truth. No, you have to have a consensus. That's what it stands. That's how you determine in the world of academia truth. What does the majority say, not the minority? Too many times these people throw up the minority perspective on us, the minority conclusion, and try to put it off as academia, or try to put it off as the final conclusion. No, the final conclusion comes from the consent, from the majority, not the minority. That's how it goes. That's how it is. If you like it or not, it doesn't matter. If you feel some type of way about it, it doesn't matter. Your feelings and your beliefs has no consequence when it comes to academia, when it comes to determining the truth through scholarship. And I don't know no scholar on this planet that would tell you that atheism is a religion when it's completely opposed to religion. There is no institutions that you are required to go to as an atheist. There's no belief system that you are required to hold to as an atheist. And if you bring up someone like Darwin, what has he got to do with being in a religion when it comes to talking about evolution? Evolution has nothing to do with religion, nothing whatsoever. And I'm not going to sit here and try to defend evolution because I have my issues with evolution itself, myself. But to try to put it into a religious context is something I've never heard from anyone that teaches this subject matter. He would have to show the majority of scholars who agrees with his premise. And I don't believe he can show one, let alone the majority. Now you the rest of my time.
I think Brother Pianki walked away, but I know I think I got like 5 minutes to rebuttal.
I'm here. I'm here. You can go ahead and take your 5 minutes to rebut.
All right. I just want to first start off by saying I don't know if he was listening to what I read. I mean, I didn't put it up on the screen because I got it on my other phone. If I need to pull it up, I can, send it to my messenger and then pull it up on the screen if you need me to. You can do it right now if you want to. I just said you can go to academiccore.com. It's going to be the first thing that pop up. Derek H. Davis, an academic scholar. He said, I can't show one. There go one.
And bro, I'm gonna stop your time for a second. This is just a dialogue. Only reason I got the time constraints in here is just so y'all each have y'all time to talk. Now, if we set a formal debate, you know how we'll do with the PowerPoints and y'all share y'all screen, etc. So you ain't got to pull it up.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna do it.
You know what I mean? But for this, yeah, just so do your thing. Your time will start when you start back.
All right.
So we can see his credentials and all of that. And that's not what this is for. But I wouldn't mind if he pulled it up. But I'm good the way if he don't want to pull it up. That's why we can do a formal debate and we can show all of our sources then. That's fine. We just building right now. Go ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. But believe me, I'm reading off my other phone, you know, so I'm not just going off my head. Everything I read is I'm looking at it right here on my phone. And like Bianchi said, the only reason why I didn't pull nothing up because we just talking, you know, we're not having no debate. We just chopping it up, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to say this was not a one state thing. I said this came from the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the land. So if they dictate something, it goes for all the other states. And inside this case that this man fought for, he was fighting for religious rights for atheists. The Supreme Court agreed, the Supreme Court, not the local court, the Supreme Court agreed that atheists should have the same rights as every other religious person. They should have the rights. And these are good things. These are not bad things. Atheists, excuse me, atheists should have the right to meet up. You know, atheists should have the right to.
You ain't supposed to be smoking that good kush, man. Stop.
Oh no, I ain't smoking at all. You already know that.
I'm just messing with you, bro.
Go ahead, NoBoDy. Go ahead.
But no, I remember them days though, boy. Hey, don't let me get started. But no, that was a good choke on my spit. But no, I was just saying, yeah, this was something that went for all nations, and these were actually good things that he fought for though. Like honestly, these wasn't bad things. This man was in jail, and they treating this man like a secondhand citizen just because he's an atheist. Now, even though I'm not an atheist, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that people who don't believe in God should be treated bad. So I think what this man fought for was a good thing. Y'all shouldn't treat us no different because we don't believe in God. Y'all should treat us the same way. Let us meet. Let us have freedom of speech. Let us do the same thing these other religions do. That's what he fought for. And they agree with it. They're like, yeah, man, we shouldn't be shunning y'all, man. So no, this was not a local thing. Again, anybody who want to read what I'm reading from as pertaining to this court case, you can go to academia.com. That's their website. Ain't nothing but academics on here. Ain't nothing but scholars and PA. Now, another thing he said was I would have to show the majority agree with this. First of all, there is no consensus on what atheism is as pertaining to a religion. So you can't show the majority on your side, neither can I show the majority on my side. So that's a non sequitur thing to ask me to do. What we can do is we can look at the definitions of the word, and notice all he did was read the first definition. He said that religion means that you have to believe in a God. I just read where it says a religion need not to be based on a belief in the existence of a supreme being or beings. And it says, nor must it be a mainstream faith. So no, religion is not just based off the first definition. He only read the first one. I started to show off and I read the third definition. A pursuit or interest to which one subscribes supreme importance. I don't make definitions. He don't make definitions. I don't come up with terms, neither does he. This stuff meant what it meant before he or I was even born. I didn't use the first definition, even though I agree that is one meaning of religion. The third definition is also a meaning of religion. And the third definition is what atheism falls under. Not only atheism, though. Notice I said, really, when it comes to the third definition, everybody falls under that category. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I don't make the terms, bro. So you stuck your foot in your mouth when you said that a religion is only people who believe in God and all that. No, the definition, not me. The definition doesn't say that. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to atheists, here's the definition of an atheist: a person who disbelieves or lacks belief in the existence of God or gods. It don't say in the existence of religion. Now, even though there are atheists who do go hard on religion, because atheism is not defined as one person does the same thing as every other person. I never said that. I'm not saying that now. But atheism on the front, which they only give one definition for, is the lack of belief in God, not a religion, bro. Those are your terms, in which you did let it be known to me earlier that you don't like to go by European terms and terms they made up. But you can't bring up academia and then say, well, I don't like to go by terms, because academia goes by terms. You can't say, show me one scholar and show me this. Scholars use terms. Scholars use definitions. So the only person here tonight that has been reading definitions, terms, and actually from scholars and actually from academia core website themselves is me. So I'm not making nothing up. I'm not coming from my own, what I think. I've only read from the sources that I've presented, even though they're not on the screen right now, but I'm reading from my phone or whatever. But that's all I presented. And these sources agree with what I said about religion and atheism. I think that's 5 minutes. You on mute, Pianki?
You actually went over 5 minutes because I started looking at somebody had a critique from an older video, and I got a little lost in they little comments about me. So you actually went over. So I'm gonna have to give my brother a couple of minutes. I'm gonna give him 18. I'm gonna give him 18 minutes instead of 15. But Black Lion, did you want to respond to his rebuttal?
Yeah, definitely. Let me see if you guys can hear me.
Take like 8 minutes instead of 5.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Okay. This is from the Oxford Dictionary. The third definition of religion: a particular interest or influence that is very important in your life. Now, I just used the example of someone who religiously watches football. For him, football is an absolute religion. Football has become a alternative religion for many people. That is not the same as dogma. This is from the Oxford Dictionary. He's trying to use the third definition and the second definition that doesn't apply to this conversation. The definition that applies to this conversation, what he's trying to compare atheism to, is not what I just read. He's trying to compare atheism to the first definition, which is the belief in the existence of a god or gods and their activities that are connected with the worship of them or in the teachings of a spiritual leader. That is the religion. That is the definition he is absolutely, at the end of the day, talking about. He just told you, he showed you scholars. No, he showed you one person. And we don't know what kind of scholar this guy is. He didn't give you the credentials or nothing like that. He didn't give you the real particulars of the case. And just because one state, a case went to Supreme Court in one state, doesn't mean that it's universal now. That is not true. That's not true at all. It's different states and different laws. Everyone knows this. So just because it passed in one place doesn't necessarily mean it's the same in another. And again, we don't know the full particulars.
Black Lion, you still going? We can't hear you, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I got cut off. Can you guys hear me? I'm sorry, my thing cut right off on me.
We can hear you. I thought you was done for a second.
Yeah, no, my apologies. I'm sorry, my phone got interrupted. I don't know where I left off at, but what I was saying is a case that goes to the Supreme Court, in one particular case that goes to the Supreme Court in a certain state, does not necessarily apply to the rest of the states in the union, and damn sure don't apply worldwide, like he just said. America doesn't have that much power where they can dictate to everyone worldwide what anything is, or the definition of nothing. And what he didn't show is the court saying that atheism is a religion. They gave this particular person the same rights that they were giving people that follow religion. That doesn't necessarily mean that they were saying that atheism is a religion. And furthermore, the world of academia doesn't say that atheism is a religion. That's where it counts. It doesn't really matter what the courts say. It matters what is said in the world of academia. And again, he can't show anyone or any consensus that he just admitted to himself that says atheism is a religion. So if there's no official determination in the world of academia, which he just admitted to, that says that religion and atheism is the same, then this argument is over with. Because in that case, I'm not right and he's not right. The whole argument is up for debate. So for him to try to convince you and I that it is a religion when he just said his own self there's no consensus on the matter in the world of academia, shuts down his whole argument. Because then if that's the case, then neither one of us are correct here. But again, I can show you a bunch of crackpots that say a lot of things in the world of academia, in the world of religion, in all aspects of life. That doesn't make it true. What makes it true is it being peer reviewed and being agreed upon from the majority in the world of academics. That's what gives it some type of credibility. That's what makes it problematic. Anything else is speculation, especially if what he says is true, that there is no consensus. If there's no consensus on this matter, then the conversation should be over with until there is one. Because then we're just giving our opinions. We're giving our opinions and nothing else. We're not really giving you scholarship. We're not really giving you what is said in as far as academics is concerned. We're just giving you speculation because there has not been a determination on what the true definition and aspect of the term atheism really means. If that's the case, we would have to wait. So unless he's trying to make this determination just based on his feelings about the Bible and his feelings about theology, then there is no argument here. I yield the rest of my time.
All right, you had 3 minutes left. You sure you want to concede?
Well, I'll just say this. Again, atheism is the complete opposite of religion. If you could be religiously something, that doesn't make football. Just because I watch football religiously doesn't make football a religion. You have to be careful with context. And just because I believe firmly or I stand firmly that there is no God concept doesn't make what I believe or stand for a religion. But there are two different things, especially when you're talking about the very definition which he's trying to compare it to. He can act like he's trying to compare it to something else or mean something else, like I just read in the third definition. With his real goal is to try to convince people that the first definition of religion is the same as the definition of atheism. Let's just keep it 100. That's the real goal here. It's not nothing else, because nothing else would make no sense. He's trying to show you that people are being the same and using the same type of religious mindset when it comes to atheism as he uses when it comes to his God concept out of a book. That's what he's trying to show you. So let's just keep it right there and let's deal with it like that and not try to change it into something else. Anything else is a red herring. And I'll yield the rest of my time.
All right. So these brothers going at it, they giving their information, they providing their sources, they speaking their speech, as I say. And so right now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna have the brothers go have a back and forth. Only thing I ask is that you let each other get out what's being said so that it's clear and concise to the audience and to each other. Because if you're talking over each other, ain't nobody gonna hear what you're saying, ain't nobody gonna understand what you're saying. NoBoDy, I'm gonna let you kick it off. You got a question for Black Lion, you got a statement for Black Lion, you respond, and then you reciprocate. I'm gonna go on mute, y'all do y'all thing.
All right, I got a statement first, and then I have a question for Black Lion Supreme. I did not do what he said I was trying to do. Now I can do that. Matter of fact, I can do both. I definitely presented the third definition of religion as builded around my case. Now, I did read off some things from the first definition where they would also fall under two, but tonight I've only tried to fit them into the third definition. That's exactly what I did. Neither did I bring up doing something religiously. I brought up exactly what the definition says, something that they subscribe extreme importance to. How do we know that they subscribe extreme importance to it? How many videos do they make a day, a week, a month? Simply just talking about atheism or bashing God. They do it on that level of that route. To do something religious.
You broke up. You broke up a little bit, bro. Say that again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you just had broke up a little bit. Go ahead.
Okay. To do something religiously still wouldn't take away from the definition. So him harping on that would still be him putting his foot in his mouth, because if you do something religiously, then that means that you are still practicing, you're still following dogma, you're still, it's the same thing. So that was a bad example. He tried to make it like that I'm trying to fit them into what the Bible believes. I didn't bring up the Bible not one time. I only brought up the definition of religion, and I brought up the definition of atheism, and I brought up what they believe. So anyway, let me get to the question of this. You said what you said about evolution, so I want to ask you this. When it comes to dogma, do you believe that there is no God, Black Lion Supreme?
I don't see any evidence of a God. So
Do you?
I don't stand on belief. I stand on facts and what I know. So no, I don't see or conclude that there is a God from the evidence that I have observed.
Do you promote that?
Do I promote what? What, sir? So I can be clear with your question.
Do you promote that there is no God?
No, I don't promote it. No.
So you don't promote your atheism?
No. I don't force my beliefs or my stance on anyone. If someone asks me, then I answer it, but I don't go up to them and say, don't believe in a God. No, I do not do that.
Yeah, no. I get you. I didn't say force. I said, do you promote atheism?
No, I wouldn't say I promote it. No.
Okay. Well, go ahead, bro. You can ask me whatever you want to ask me.
Okay,
or make a statement.
Thank you. I'm gonna make a statement and ask the questions just like you did. Thank you very much. And I appreciate your question.
Sir.
Now, he just said that he used the third definition. Again, people, we're talking about context. So it's just like this in the Bible where you see the word snake being used. Snake can mean a snake, a poisonous snake in the Bible, or it can mean a trickster, a magician. It has different definitions pertaining on the context. Same thing with this word religion. So if I watch football religiously, that doesn't mean I have turned football into a religion in the definition of some type of a dogma, a God concept. There is no dogma in football. There is no dogma in science. There's no dogma in evolution. These things have been tested and demonstrated. That's the difference between dogma and religion and science, or something outside of religion. Things have been tested, things have been observed, things have been presented in a form of scholarship. That's the difference between belief and study, between religion and between science. Those are the difference. So let me ask you this question, my brother. I want to ask you something. I want to ask you, outside of religion, what are the things? What can you give me something that you enjoy a lot? Do you enjoy to read? Do you like to read?
Yeah, I like to read. I enjoy my wife. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not going, because I know you worship your wife. Yeah. We all worship our goddess. I'm not going to use her.
Bro.
But then you got me at the advantage. Then
Hold up, I
I'm
gotta
gonna
drop a
use
bomb for my sister real quick.
real talk. Real talk. I'm gonna use reading. I think you're a passionate reader. I think you like to read a lot, so I'm gonna use that. Would you call your passion and your obsession for reading a religion?
Based off the third definition, yeah, it's something that I subscribe extreme importance to.
Okay, so is there dogma in your approach to reading?
The definition of dogma. First, let me say yes, and then let me read the definition. I want to say yes based off definition. Yes, this is why I say yes.
Go ahead. Please read the definition of dogma.
A principle or set of principles laid down by an authority.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it says.
Okay, but continue, because it says way more than that. Do I have to pull it up? The true definition of dogma?
A principle or set of principles laid down by an authority, and it says as convertibly true, that you think is true.
And what kind of authority? What kind of authority?
A rule. It just a rule.
Are you saying it's not that the word God is not in the definition of dogma? Do I have to pull it up?
At all. It ain't in there at all. It ain't in there at all. Yeah, I'm saying that. Yep.
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna let you have
that. That's exactly what I was.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you have it for now. I'm gonna let you have it.
Okay.
So
my bad,
can you please compare your passion for reading to the definition you just read? Can you please break that down for us so we can see it's the same thing?
All right. A principle or set of principles laid down by an authority as incontrovertibly true. Yeah. When I'm reading, I take the authority of literature. You know, I have to take the authority of a verb is a verb, a noun is a noun, a sentence is a sentence, periods, exclamation marks, question marks. That's all authority when it comes to read literature. So yes, it's dogma.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to that question. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead. Go ahead and ask your next question.
You brought up you know, like people watching football and, you know, stuff like that, as you did with reading and saying that that's not a part of dogma. Well, another word for dogma is rule. When people play football, they have to follow the rules given by who? The NFL. The NFL is the authority. So the third definition of religion, notice we're talking about the definition, just the definition. The third definition is anything that someone subscribes extreme importance to. So yes, you can make football your religion. Why? Football has rules given by an authority. That's what dogma, that's the definition of dogma. So yes, football has dogma, reading has dogma, atheism has dogma, Christianity has dogma. It's kind of hard to find something. I'm just being honest. I get what you're saying, but it's kind of hard to find something that don't have dogma, bro. I mean, I don't make up these terms and definitions, so I'm only going based off of the terms and definitions, my brother. And we know that terms and definitions are defined by academics, people who are PhDs and scholars in literature and reading and words and breaking down. They are the ones who come up with these definitions. So yes, and you was right. You was right about what you said. I said I did say, and I can show you where I got it from, that there is no consensus on what, you know, atheism is as compared to a religion. To a religion. You're right in quoting me on that. There is no consensus. But this is the thing though. There are more theists than there are atheists. And if you was to ask the theists, they would say that it's dogma. But notice, I'm not trying to use that. That's not an official consensus. You know what I'm saying? That's not an official consensus. But if we had to go one by one, I can almost promise you, I can show you more people with PhDs and scholarships who would say that atheism is a religion compared to those who would say it's not. And the reason why I'm confident in that is because there are more theists in the world than there are atheists, which I know me and you agree with that, because when you talked about that like a week ago or something. But no, I'm not trying to do that though. I'm not doing that. I'm saying, but since there is no general consensus on it officially, you and I are both smart brothers. We both know how to read, and we both can read definitions and both can read terms. And if we read these terms and definitions, I think that it's obvious that atheist falls under the category of a religion. The question that I would have for you, you already let it be known that you have some aspects of evolution that you disagree with. Can I ask you what aspects of evolution do you disagree with?
Of course, but let me make a statement to what you just said, and I'll answer your question. You're correct that you can find certain aspects. You can find certain aspects in anything. It's kind of like someone saying, "Well, no, I'm not going to go there," but you can. But again, we have to consider the context. We have to be very careful. So when I read the third definition from the Oxford Dictionary, and it says something that you hold important in your life, it gives you an explanation of what it's talking about. It starts to talk about your love for this, or your passion for that, or your like for this. It's showing you what it means. It doesn't mean that you hold to some type of supreme God concept. And I should have really put my question in another way when I said about dogma, and I should have said religious dogma, because that's what I really was talking about.
Right.
And so when you talk about religious dogma, you do find God concepts and God references in the definition of religious dogma, which you do not find anywhere in meaning that is not what you do when it comes to reading. You just have a passion for reading. You religiously like to read. And that's what the third definition is focusing on. You can't mix the first definition with the third. You have to let the third be independent. And so when we say something like that, we're talking about something that's being done religiously that we have a passion for. That's different from the first definition, where we are worshiping some supreme being. Now, let me answer your question.
I agree, bro. I agree.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, let me answer your question, because it's an important question and a very good question. I see issues with evolution when it comes to people trying to point to you and say that we are 95 or we're 98% related to primates. What they don't tell you is that you're only talking about 1 to 1.5% of the DNA. That's what we're related to. That's where you find relations to. But DNA, a strand of DNA is over 6 feet long. People don't know this. Yes, a microscopic strand of DNA is 6 feet long. So you're talking about a very tiny percentage of DNA when you're talking about we're related to primates. The rest of the DNA used to be called junk DNA. Right. They thought it didn't have no function at all. Now it's called something else, interjected regions, and they find out that it does have a function. There's something called orphan genes that we have that primates don't have. Okay.
Right.
They only talk about one protein that they can relate us to when it comes to primates, and that's something called cyberchrome C. But there's another cyberchrome B, and that's completely mixed up. That is not related to each other. So there are question marks in the theory of evolution, even though I subscribe to a lot of it. I'm not saying that evolution is pseudo or anything like that. What I'm saying is there's a lot of gaps and a lot of question marks in the theory, and I don't think it's fair, or I don't believe it's right to come to a definite conclusion on this theory before we start to fill those gaps in. And I'll give you one more example.
Okay.
They'll tell you that we're related mostly to primates, but that's not all primates. Like when it comes to a bush baby, that's a primate. We're more related to dogs than a bush baby. We're more related to a horse than certain other primates. We're more related to alligators than certain other primates. So it's not. So what I'm saying is, not enough of the truth has been told about the theory of evolution, and our people are a little bit behind on it. We only know the surface information. We need to go deeper and deeper and deeper into this discussion and start to look at the things I just brought up, and then come to a conclusion.
But I totally agree. Like I believe what you just said is why I totally don't believe in evolution. And like everything you just said, it is aspects of it I believe, but every reason you just gave is the exact reason as to why I don't totally believe in it full-fledged. I know it's your time to ask me a question. I just want to ask you this one real quick question while we're on the subject. You said, and you did. You read the third definition of religion, right? Which is a pursuit or entrance to which someone subscribe supreme importance to, right? That's the third definition, right?
Mm-hmm.
But isn't that the third definition of religion, though?
Yeah, that's the third definition of religion, and I have a supreme interest in me, you, and Pianki building together and making it better for our people. But does that mean that what we doing is a religion?
According now you just agree.
You see what I'm saying? Does that relate to the first definition?
Let me ask you a question. My answer to your question would be yes. You agree that the third definition of religion is what you and I both read, and then you said that if you, me, and Pianki subscribe it a supreme importance for us to just say uplift Black people, would that be a religion? Yes, according to the third definition.
No, because look at the definitions. NoBoDy. Look at the examples. It says a love for football, a passion for this and that. It's just that we are passionate about building together. We are religiously passionate about building together.
But what
that is the very essence of that definition. The very essence of it. When you go to the first definition, it has to do with something completely different.
I agree. No, I notice when you said that. When you said that the first time, I agreed. I said I wasn't trying to pigeonhole y'all to the first definition. I was only trying to pigeonhole y'all to the third definition. And you agreed. Now you said that if someone, if me, you, and Pianki is trying to do, A, B, and C, would that be a religion? According to the definition, not me, bro. According to the definition.
No, when you go, and I'm you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ask you the question so you can continue to build. I'm gonna ask you exactly. Watch this. Now, you read the third definition. You read it well, and you put it together well, and I appreciate it. Now, you read it, and you heard my example of me, you, and Pianki building something, and then the examples that particular third definition has. It says the love for football, having something, being passionate about something. That would fit our movement and our feelings for what me, you, and Pianki is getting ready to do. That fits our definition. That means that we have a religious feeling and a religious passion.
Right,
religion. Our people. That is not this. Now, my question to you is: now you heard what I just said. Now, my question to you is this: is that the same as the first definition, where we're worshiping a supreme deity? Go ahead.
The answer to that is no. Number one definition is not the same as number three definition, But this what I'm saying though, bro. All three of them fit under the word religion, though. That's what I'm saying. All three. I get what you're saying. You're saying that, you know, if me, you, and Pianki is pro-black and uplifting black people, we don't fall under the definition
now
of
you
the
gotta
one.
ask me a question. You said no. That's all I needed. Now, if you want to rebut what I said and ask me a question in return so we can keep this going back and forth, then you can go ahead, but you can't elaborate.
I got you. So that was
you remember you busted me on elaborating, so you can't elaborate.
Right. No,
You gotta ask me a question. Go ahead.
Notice, I had only asked you a question. I mean, I was asking you a question when it was your time to ask me a question. Do you still want to ask me one, or
I allowed it. I had no problem with it. But I'm saying now that you answered my question, now it's your turn. So you can ask me a question.
That was your question for me? Okay.
Yeah, that was my question for you. You answered it well. I appreciate your answer because you were right on the money. Now you can ask me a question. If you want to continue, then you can ask me a question.
I'll move to something else.
Okay.
Let's go to teaching systems. Teaching systems. A shout out to my brother Robert Ash. Do atheism have things that they particularly teach to other atheists, as to, like, you know, like, for example, like what you said, if you're an atheist, either under the first definition that you gave, you know, the first one you gave was when you said, like, you know, Christians, the early Christians was considered atheists because, you know, not that they didn't believe in a God, but they didn't believe in the God of that, you know, culture or you know, time. So that could be an atheist. And then we also have the atheists who just lack the belief in, you know, any God at all. Would you say that atheists teach that to other atheists?
Well, that's a good question. I don't think that they teach necessarily atheism. I think that what they do is, like, if there's atheists as scholars, okay, like Robert Price is an atheist.
Richard Taylor.
He's a biblical scholar though. He's a biblical scholar that's an atheist. Okay. Right. So, but like I don't think him teaching.
Bart Ehrman is agnostic. So, you know.
Well, okay, right. But he is a New Testament scholar.
He goes kind of back and forth, Pianki. I'm gonna have to show you the video where he says he's a straight out atheist. But
okay.
Bro, this dude, I don't know, man. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that just because it's not necessarily the case when an atheist teaches history or teaches the origin of the Bible. I don't believe that's teaching atheism. I've never seen a real atheist go up to people and say, you should be an atheist and you should follow atheism, blah, 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 blah. Man, there might be some lunatic out there doing that. But as far as in the world of academia, I've never heard that happen. And it didn't happen for me that way.
I'm asking you this. Like, for example, like, you know, how you just read the definition of an atheist, you know, a person who lacks a belief in God. Like, say it's a person who claiming to be an atheist, right? But they don't lack a belief in God. Do you believe that other atheists would tell them, hey, bro, if you don't lack a belief in God, then you're not an atheist. You know, I don't know. Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
okay,
go
ahead. Right.
Yeah, that would, if a person, you know, claims to be an atheist, but they still have some type of belief in a God concept, then that's against the very definition of the term.
Right. That's what I'm asking. There you go. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah. That would be crazy. So no, they would not be an atheist. They're more of an agnostic than anything else.
So there's a teaching then, right? Just based off that, it is something being taught as to, like, hey, man, you're not this if you won't believe this, right?
I don't think it's. Well, let me put it to you this way. My family, in my immediate family, I have my brothers, I have my sisters, and my mother and my father. We all were Christians except for my youngest brother. No one taught my youngest brother not to be
You said
We all were
Christian?
Christians. My father was a Christian, my mother, my sisters, and my brothers, except for my baby brother.
None of
Except
them
for
are
my
Christian.
baby brother. Are
they still Christians now, or all of them have left?
Oh, my father's passed. My mother's still here. She's still a Christian.
Okay.
My
Sorry to hear about your father.
My sister's a believer, but my baby brother, he is not a believer. My other two brothers, they don't believe it either. But my baby brother he came up in a Christian household, and yet he never believed in the God of the Bible. Never did, and no one ever taught him not to. He just didn't.
Right.
So
right.
I don't think that you have to be taught not to believe in something. I think that you could come up and look at the evidence and look at things for yourself and come to that determination on your own. I don't think anyone has to teach you that. Now, I'm not saying that doesn't happen. I agree with you that there are those who try to push their stance on others. I agree with you 100%. But I don't think that's the norm, and I don't think that's the standards of being an atheist. Go ahead.
Okay. You can ask me the question next. I just want to see your response to what somebody said in the chat. Shout out to the sister, and I might butcher your name, Nydia Black. She said that
not a black,
not a black
blood sister, same mama, same daddy.
Oh, okay. Shout out, Miss Douglas. Well, you might be married. Anyway, she said, I want to see your response to this, Black Line. She said that anyone can make up a religion at any point. You want to give a statement to that?
She's absolutely correct.
Right.
She's absolutely correct. Anyone can make up a religion at any point in time.
She learned a lot from Big Bro. She learned a lot from Big Bro.
No, oh man, you on point, bro, because she's 100% correct. But you have to have the religious aspects of the first definition in your concept, not the third, but the first.
Right. Okay. No, I agree with you. Anybody can make up you can make a statement, bro, or that I respond to, or you can ask me.
I'm just gonna ask a question. I think I don't have to. I've addressed pretty much everything you said, so I don't have to make too many more statements. So I'm just gonna ask you a question. Now, before you became a Christian, what was it about the religion that you've been go back and forth if you should or have you always in the faith?
Like majority of Black people in America, of course, I grew up in a Christian household. You know, my family owned churches. I was an usher, choir, all that stuff. But that was just me going to church because you're gonna go because your mama, your daddy, your aunt, and your uncles and them go and all that. Once I got older and I started rapping and fell into the rap life, smoking and drinking and sex and partying and all that. I still considered myself a believer, but knowing what I know now, I really wasn't a believer. I was just a person who went to church. So anyway, I ended up finding Dr. Ray Higgins online around like 2008, somewhere around there. And I started believing in the Bible, certain stuff that he said, because I was trying to be pro-Black at that time. So anything a white man said, I was like, hey, that stuff's just false. I'm just gonna listen to all Black people.
That was smart. That was smart, bro. That was smart.
Well, it really wasn't. But so I started listening to Dr. Ray Higgins, and I started believing in the Bible, bro.
I'm about to kick you off, bro. I'm about to kick you off.
Hey, I'm the co-host, so I just come back on. But
you're right. You're right.
But Dr. Ray Higgins sucked me out of the Bible, man, and I wasn't as educated about the Bible or the biblical history at that time. So listening to him, I stopped believing, man, and I became an atheist for a little while. And after becoming an atheist for a little while, I came across the Black Hebrew Israelites, and the Black Hebrew Israelites was teaching me that everybody in the Bible Black and King James Black and and this person black and everybody black. So I was like, well, okay, I walked away from the Bible because that was teaching me that it was the white man's religion. Now I just met a group of people who saying, hey, it's the black man's religion. So that's what sucked me back into the Bible. And now where I'm at now is like both of those people was wrong. So yeah, I started out as I want to say a believer because, you know, I didn't give my life to Christ. My parents and them, I ain't gonna say made me, you know, because, but you know,
You kind of cut off, bro. You cut off a little bit. I missed like 25 seconds of what you said.
okay. Long story short, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Long story short, I went to church as a youth, not because I had to, but that's what my family did. As I got older, I lost my way, you know, started believing in just black everything. And then I found my way back to the Bible because of black everything. And then come to find out both of them was wrong. Neither was it the white man's religion, neither was it the black man's religion. It's for all people. So to answer your question, I went to church as a youth, but I wouldn't say that I was a real believer because I didn't know nothing. You know, I just went to church. You know what I'm saying? But I became an atheist, not believing in nothing. Then I became a black Hebrew Israelite, and then right back around to a full-fledged Christian. If that answers your question, my brother.
Wow. So you've been around in full circle. So when you went to church, did you do so religiously?
You said when I went to church, did I do so
Did you
religiously?
go religiously?
Hey, Black
Did you
Line,
go
I don't
every
know.
Sunday?
Some up with your audio. You sounded a little choppy. I mean, I heard you, but you did sound a little choppy.
Yeah. I made out what you said, but it is choppy, bro.
Okay, let me try it now. Can you hear me now?
It's still choppy.
Uh-oh.
While you finding a spot for me to answer your question, did I go to church? I mean, no, back then, was I doing it religiously? Yeah, I was a part of religion. Even though I didn't know no better, even though I couldn't comprehend what I believed and relay it to another person, yeah, I went to church religiously every Sunday, every Wednesday for Bible study, every Thursday for choir practice. I did it religiously to the point to where I was a part of a religion, even though I didn't know how to, you know, articulate my religion to another person.
Exactly. And that's the very definition of the third definition of the word religion. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, but you're still chopping up, my brother.
Okay, let me do this. Let me go out and come back in.
All right. Before you go out and come back in, I want you to hear my first statement real quick and then leave and come back in.
Okay.
For the listening audience, this is how two people who don't share the same spirituality or religion, for lack of a better term. Y'all see how me and my brother Black Lion Supreme is sitting up here dialoguing. Ain't nobody saying suck my penis, F your mama, F your daddy. Ain't nobody getting mad. Ain't nobody pigeonhole nobody. We sitting up here having a
Ain't nobody
real,
saying go. I hope you die.
like this is how us as black people should be able to dialogue with each other, man. Black Lion, go ahead and drop off and then come back on. I just wanted you to hear that part. This is how people should dialogue, man. You can, like my brother Pianki opened up every show. We can be able to disagree without being disrespectfully disagreeable, man. And I like to say that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this is black unity, man. As Black Lion Supreme stated earlier in the conversation. Can I believe this? Can you believe that? Can another person believe this and that? And we still come together in unity on this particular subject? We are showing that we can right now, man.
This why I said, bro. Like I'm open to having discussions. You know, I'm gonna have discussions with whoever. Like Robert, Thomas. I'm gonna have them discussions. But as far as the constant critiquing and bashing Christianity, I'm good on that for a minute, because it's just, to me, it's just redundant and tired, man. Like, and it, to me, it caused this it's starting to cause disunity because too many people on that same negative vibe, and I'm not with it. Like, when I say if you black, I'm with you and I hope you with me, it ain't got nothing to do with your spiritual connotation. As long as your spiritual belief is not having a negative impact on black people, I'm good. You see what I'm saying? I don't care what you believe, as long as you pushing black people forward in power. Now you got some people who gonna say, as me and you discussed, that Christianity can't do that. But then you gotta show and prove that. And that's all I gotta say about it. I ain't gonna go on no diatribe because then we'll be on a whole different topic.
I know, you good, you good. Okay, well, let me address something to keep the show going to Black Lion Supreme come. Roster Man in the chat, he said, every Christian you talk to nowadays was an atheist once. I call BS. Well, I call BS on your statement, Roster Man. I know way more Christians who have never left the faith at all than Christians who would come and say, hey, I left the faith and I used to be this, I used to be that. If I could bring up my brother Jerome Green, he left the faith for the conscious community. He's not one time ever said he left the faith to become an atheist. If I could bring up my brother Thomas White, my brother NoBoDy, my brother Byron Washington, a lot of them have never left the faith at all. So for you to say that every Christian you talk to nowadays has been an atheist, and you call BS, I call BS on what you said, because I'm pretty sure I know way more Christians than you know. And we can just keep it to the Christians on this platform that has been on this platform. I think based off of my best intellect, I don't know no other Christian out of my brothers who I call the one, Byron, Jerome, NoBoDy, all them. I'm the only one that has been an atheist in my past. None of them have even went to atheism. So that's a lie, my brother. I just want to address that. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. We are talking about atheism, and can we classify atheism as a religion? We've made it clear that there is no general consensus on atheists and religion being compatible as a majority. But there are different people on both sides who give their spiel on, how they feel about each subject. So me and my brother Black Lion Supreme tonight, we just sitting up here giving y'all definitions. Hey, Pianki, Black Lion Supreme, drop the link in the chat.
All right.
Me and my brother are coming from both sides of the argument, and we are presenting definitions, we're presenting terms, we're presenting scholars and academia as to why we believe what we believe. And I'm gonna let my brother speak for himself when he come back on here. But if I could speak for myself, the reason why I believe that atheism is a religion is because when we look at the definition, as even Black Lion Supreme agreed, when it comes to the third definition, everybody falls under that category, even if you want to take it to football. I know people who worship football players. The second definition of a religion is a person who worships any other thing. That could be a person or an object. I know people who worship rappers. I know people who worship fashion. I know people who worship all sorts of things, man. So they would be classified as religious according to the definition. You see what I'm saying? So tonight I have not made up anything, and my brother Black Lion Supreme hasn't either. He's giving his argument. But as pertaining to me, I haven't made up anything. I've only read the definitions, and when we look at the third definition, I'm just gonna be honest. No matter how we want to take it, we can put it on football, basketball, food, cars, books, whatever. That third definition of religion honestly covers everybody, whether we atheists, theists, or not. I've been talking since you've been gone, my brother Black Lion. I hope you heard some of the stuff I said. I gave you big ups, big props, and I'll let go and chime in, my brother.
Yeah, I heard a lot of it, and I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. I appreciate your kind words. Let me say this. We clearly found out the very essence of the definition of the third definition of the word religion. It even gives you examples of what it's talking about. If you're passionate about something, if you do something a lot, then you're doing it religiously. If you do something and you're passionate about it, you feel a certain way about it, and you feel so religiously, it's just a term that you have a deep love and admiration for what you're doing. That's all that really means. But when you look at that first definition, when you look at that first definition of the word religion, that's an entirely different thing. Now you're talking about believing in a supernatural being. Now you're talking about believing in a certain religious dogma. That's the first definition of the word.
Right.
When you let me give you guys a great example. Let's take the word soul, because we used to do this when I was in church, and my teacher used to always say, "Look at the word soul." For God so loved the world, He gave His only begotten Son. Now, most people who read that will say, "Oh, God loved the world so much that He gave His only begotten Son." That would be the first definition of the word soul. But if you go down, just like my brother do with religion, to the next definition, it means this. It means in this fashion, in this way. It doesn't mean so much. Like, oh, I love you so much. It means I love you in this way. That's the second definition of the word soul. So notice that there are two different. They apply differently, and when it has to do with the context, they apply differently. Same thing with this word religion in the third definition that he's reading. It applies differently than the first. In the first, it's talking about a supernatural power. In the third, it's talking about how you can have a deep love and admiration for something that you do it so much. It's like it's religious, but not in the same context as the first definition. That's very important. Or otherwise, you can get confused and mix the two. We don't mix the two. You wouldn't mix the two with the word soul and the definitions I just gave. You wouldn't mix those two together. If you really love something, you would say you would use the first definition. But if you were saying I love you or I care about you in this way, like if you tell a woman or a woman tells a man, you know, I love you, but I love you like a brother. I don't love you like a husband. That's what that second definition stands for. The third definition of the word religious stands for you having a great passion for something that you do religiously. It doesn't mean that you believe. You could be an atheist and still have in that third and still have a great love and admiration for football that you watch it religiously. That doesn't mean that you believe in a supreme being. So we have to be careful. And I want to say that, you know, I love my brother right here. I love NoBoDy.
I love you too, bro. Real talk.
Good brother. He just has a lot of passion.
Hey, man, I don't remember George Foreman and Muhammad Ali talking about they love each other. Muhammad Ali, like,
they should love, man. They should love that, bro.
We're not doing that we're not doing that to the third match. Like, come on,
I seen what you did to Frazier and Ali. I seen what you did.
Black Lives Praise. I know both of y'all finna laugh. I seen Muhammad Ali on TMZ yesterday. He been giving props to Holyfield.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
You're stupid.
Yeah, we ain't gonna let that happen. We gonna some love around here. We ain't gonna let that happen around to us. We ain't gonna go out like that.
No, in Black Line, what you said, that's because when it comes to paradigm shift, man, TV 314, I need people to get, man, we gonna have beef. We gonna go back and forth, but it's all love on this platform. This not Sinetta. This ain't no Judah Nazareth. And I'm gonna go Christian. This ain't no Brother Berean. This is paradigm shift, man. We doing a totally
This is paradigm shift.
Okay. And are you not entertained? You know what I'm saying? Hey, we in here showing y'all how black people can dialogue. Now, we ain't just debating Christian versus Hebrew. We ain't just debating Islam versus Christian. We ain't just debating. We everybody. You hear me? But when it comes down to the bottom line, can you walk away from the chat and still have love for your brother? Pianki, I want to ask you, can you put the link back in the chat and open up the panel? Because I got some people asking, can they jump on? And they want to ask me and Black Lion some questions, man.
And that's a fact. Can you get into a disagreement with your brother and your sister and still come back with the same energy of love that you was preaching before that?
There you go.
Are you faking it or are you for real?
See,
Everybody needs to
I know
ask themselves that question.
A lot of people look at what me and Black Lion Supreme do, live on the show. Some of them probably see what me and Black Lion Supreme do in the back chat, but they don't see what me and Black Lion Supreme do one-on-one when it's just me and him in our personal chat. It ain't nothing but our love. We both have corrected each other. We both have yielded to each other on subjects. We both have came to a common ground on many things, man. And I wish that more of us brothers was like this when it comes to the information, man.
Facts, and it just did nothing but made us both more powerful. The more we learn, the more energy we receive, the more powerful that we become.
Iron sharp as iron, bro. What the Bible say? I know y'all not Bible. Iron sharp as iron.
The Bible has a lot of truth in it. There's no. Let me make something clear. I don't think the Bible is a bad book. I don't. I think the Bible has a lot of good principles in it, a lot of good information about how to live your life, and the standards that you should live by. I think if it was just put on us as a book of philosophy, it'd be one of the greatest books of all time. No, hands down. If it was a book of philosophy, which I look at it as. So to me, it is one of the greatest books of all time. Because I take out
is atheism a religion or not? I think we got one of our best atheist minds in the building. Our brother outside the cube. I think he got questions for y'all.
Oh Lord, what's up, the cube? What's up, cube?
Yeah, hey, what's going on, man? Peace, y'all. What's up?
Peace, bro.
Peace.
Peace.
So, who's asking the question? Is atheism a religion?
Our brother NoBoDy.
Yeah, I presented my information to say that atheism is a religion, and Black Lion Supreme presented his to say that it's not.
Oh, okay. And I apologize, but I wasn't here to witness that presentation. So, would you mind giving me your two strongest points to say that it was?
What I did specifically, I read the third definition of religion, and I said that anybody can fall under that category. I read from a scholar from academia.com saying that that this dude had sued, his state and went all the way to the Supreme Court fighting for atheism to be a religion so that they could get the same treatment as any other religious belief system.
For those of y'all who don't watch wrestling, this is the part where the announcers say business is about to pick up.
All right, Jim Ross. All right, Jim Ross.
All right, so you said you read. I'm still here. You said you read the third definition, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so if you could do me a favor, if you could pull up the definition of a chair.
A chair? Okay.
Yeah, a chair, and read that for me real quick.
All right, give me 1 second. You can keep talking while I'm doing. Okay, no, I got it right here. A chair. It says a separate seat for one person, typically with a back and 4 legs.
All right, so now when we look at a chair, could a person be also used as a chair?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, yeah.
So, can a dog be used as a chair?
I mean, if we're talking about sitting on it, then yeah, I would say yeah.
So, what does it yield us when we try to reach out to the second, third, and fourth definitions to find out what something actually means and what we're actually talking about? Does that yield anything progressive, or are we just kind of using our own language to convey a point?
If that, I would say if there's a definition for something, and we were going off of, even if that definition may have more than one meaning, then we would have to yield to the
Turn
definition.
your camera off, bro.
Yeah, I see it. I wasn't trying to cut it down, but I see it. Now y'all know how I look. That's me. I know I don't show my face a lot.
Nah, you good, brother. So you said we have to yield to definitions. Is that what you just said?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So you would have to agree that definitions are made up.
Yeah, I would agree. I believe the definitions are made up by whatever culture, society. Yeah.
So you just said we have to yield to things which are made up.
I mean, I feel like if something is defined and it is a definition of something, then what would be keeping us from not yielding to a term that's defined?
No. I just want you to understand what you're saying, and I want the audience to understand, because you said definitions are made up.
Right.
And you said we have to yield to definitions. So essentially what you're saying is we have to yield to things which are made up.
Right. But it goes a step farther though. Things that are made up by people who are trying to define terms. Definitions are terms that are being defined by humans. So even though they may be made up, we still use those terms in everyday life for us to communicate with each other.
Hey, you know what? Thank you so much, because you jumped a step ahead and I don't even have to deal with certain things. Because
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Go ahead.
Basically what you're saying is we have to agree that certain things comport to reality. And other things that don't comport to reality, we don't have to deal with those. And when you start defining things that don't comport to reality, we don't have to acquiesce to those things. We don't even have to acknowledge them. So no different than we wouldn't call a human a chair, even though they would fit the definition. We would never call a human a chair because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't comport to reality. In reality, a chair is something. A tree is something. So when you use this one particular person, I'm bringing it back full circle. When you use this one particular person who went to whatever court or whoever he went to try to make atheism a religion, what you're essentially doing is you're saying, which is a logical fallacy, you're saying this is a religion because
Which one? Which logical fallacy is it?
It's the logical fallacy that it is it's
Don't worry about it. Continue, bro. Continue. That's fine. Go ahead. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it'll come to me. So what you're saying is, it's an analogy fallacy is what it is. It's an analogy fallacy, because what you're saying is just because this person did X, Y, or Z, that means that everything else subsequent must be X, Y, or Z. So it's an analogy fallacy. So what you're saying is that, okay, yeah, this person found loopholes and went through this process to make this a religion, then that must mean that atheism is a religion, which we cannot do.
Okay. Well, if I could give a statement to that, I would say that I did make it known that there is no majority consensus on what a religion is as pertaining to atheism. But I did bring up the brother in the court case to show that there are atheists who agree that they are a part of a religion, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's right. That's what you said.
Hey, hold on. Let me say this last thing real quick, and I'll let you come in.
Go ahead.
I find that so weird and, dare I say, hypocritical, because you say that there is no consensus on what a religion is,
right?
But you use definitions for everything else. So why wouldn't you go to the definition and use the first, second, or third, or whichever you see fit? Why wouldn't you use those definitions to tell you what religion is?
That's what I've been doing. Now I gave you the synopsis or the short version of of things that I mentioned tonight. But yes, that's what I started out.
Okay, but hold on. You just moved. Hold on, brother. You just moved away from that. First, you said there is no consensus on what a religion is.
Right.
But then you also said that you don't want to use the definition, but you said everything needs to be defined. Everything is
I
made
didn't
up.
say that. I didn't say I didn't want to use that. No, I didn't say that part.
Let me say this before I forget, because he said something. I had to leave, or I had to leave so I could come back in so you guys could hear me. So let me say this, Q, real quick, and you can go on, because I agree with you, Q. You're right on the money.
Yeah.
If, again, there is no consensus on if atheism and religion are the same, then the discussion is over with. Neither one, if that's the case, then neither one of us are right. And just because there's more theists than atheists doesn't mean all theists agree. There are plenty of theists that will tell you no, atheism is not a religion. There are plenty of theists that will say it has nothing to do with religion. Just like you said that there's some that will say it otherwise. And there's plenty of believers that go to church every day that wouldn't say atheism is a religion.
Which ones though, bro? Now notice.
But wait a minute. When you say which ones, then we would have to do a poll. We would have to actually do a poll. We can't put in our assumptions. NoBoDy. We can't. I can't say, it will be tilt more my way. You can't say it will tilt more your way. We don't know. We've never done a poll to find out.
I agree.
Hold on, but Black Lion, you're going too far. You don't even have to go that far. You just
I had to. You missed it, Cube. You would understand why I had to.
No. I'm telling you, what you just said was a nuclear bomb, and he can't get around it.
I want you to understand why I'm saying you missed what was being said, bro. I appreciate what you're saying.
Why y'all arguing? Y'all agreeing? Hold up, wait. Hold up, calm down. Y'all agreeing with each other. Come on, y'all stop arguing.
Yeah, we know. I just want him to understand he missed a few key things that you said that makes me have to say this.
But what I'm telling you, exactly. But what I'm telling you is that your argument is even better than mine. You just
that's what he's saying,
because if he's talking about consensus and he's bringing consensus into the discussion.
Yeah,
well, if there is no clear consensus on what a religion is, then nobody has a religion.
Exactly.
So that's why I say. So hold on. That's why I say that's where the conversation ends.
Exactly. That's what I've been trying to say this whole time.
Christians don't have a religion. Christians don't have a religion. Atheists don't have a religion. Muslims don't have a religion. Nobody does. If you want to go by consensus,
not to cut your wisdom, but that's not exactly what Black Lion said, but that's what he alluded to. He said that since there's no consensus, I can't say that I'm right, and he can't say that he's right. Is pretty much a null and void argument. Now,
no. He didn't say that it's null and void.
No, I'm talking about at first, Q. I'm talking about this may have been before you tuned in. He when I brought up, because I'm the one that did bring in consensus, and I was like, hey, there's no majority of consensus either way. Black Lion did say what you said in so many words. He did say, hey, since there's no majority consensus, then I can't really say.
The conversation is over with.
So hold on, you would have to, but wouldn't you agree the conversation is over at that point? Because you just admitted that you said, you just admitted that you said that no one can say this way or that way, then there is no conversation.
Yeah, it's over with. I win by default. I mean,
wait.
No,
hold on. You don't win by default. He agrees with you.
According to his logic, I'm using his logic.
Pause. Let me answer Cube's question real quick. Yes, I did say that, and Black Lion did say that. This was my rebuttal to what Black Lion said. I said, well, since there is no majority consensus, we can just go by definition and come to an agreement or not. So yes, all that you said has been addressed by me and Black Lion Supreme throughout this whole conversation.
That's it. Then you brought in a poll that we haven't took. We haven't taken that.
I agree on that, and I agree on that too. I agree.
So again, it leaves us up in the air because there's no consensus. It leaves us up in the air. So neither one of us can come to a solid conclusion. Of course, I don't believe atheism is a religion. You do, but there's no consensus in the world of academia that says otherwise, according to what you said. So according to what you said,
like you said, I brought it up. Yeah, I brought it up.
It's over.
I can show y'all.
Argue about.
I did bring it up. I did bring it up. Like, you're right. I brought, and watch this. That was just me, because watch this. I didn't even have to bring that up. I brought that up just being honest, and I can show y'all where I got that from. Yes, there is no.
You have your opinion. I have mine, and that's where we stuck.
Okay, I want to finish this. When I brought up the consensus on what a religion is, Cube, that was pertaining to atheism being a religion, not what a religion is as a whole. As you know,
but brother, you can't do that. To be fair, go ahead.
As we all know, there is a consensus on what religion is. Like for example, nobody is disputing Christianity or religion, Buddhism, Islam. Nobody is disputing that. What I brought up and what I presented was the information that said that when it comes to atheism, there is no consensus on if it's a religion or not. So that's not talking about like Christianity and all that, because we know that's our religious stuff or whatever.
So hold on. Now I'm really confused, because you agree that Christianity is a religion, but right. you can neither confirm nor deny that atheism is a religion.
Right, that's what I said.
So you lose on every front.
No, but listen to me. I'm being honest when it comes to scholarship and academia.
Brother, I appreciate your honesty, but I need you to understand the argument that you made.
No, listen to me though. The argument is not saying
I've listened to you, and I need you to listen to me now, because I've literally heard you already.
Q, real quick, listen to me. Based off it not being no consensus, it's not saying I'm wrong. It's not saying that Black Lion is wrong. It's saying you're saying that based off what I read, it's automatically making me wrong. That's not what it's saying. It's saying that both sides have an argument since there is no consensus. So that's not automatic. That's not me being automatically wrong, and that's not Black Lion being automatically wrong, or neither of us being automatically right. So my conclusion to that was, let's read both definitions of atheism and what a religion is, and let us try to define based off the definition if it's a religion or not, since there is no consensus. What you're
presenting, and then we're just giving our opinions. We're just giving our opinions when we do that. We don't have the authority to make a definite decision either way.
Right, that's right. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I disagree. I do have the authority.
Go ahead, Pope Q. Go ahead.
No, listen. I think I'm gonna tell you right now. I think, therefore I am. So I can also I can also use logic to understand that when a group of people get together to smoke weed versus a group of people getting together to read the Bible versus a group of people that's getting together to throw a football around are totally different groups. So so I can understand the differences between these particular groups. So you don't need these definitions per se. You can actually look at the actions of these particular groups and see what's going on. You know the difference between when you peek your head in a room and everybody's drawing, and then you peek your head into another room and everybody's reading, and then you peek your head into another room and everybody's acting. These are different things. So when you peek your head into a church, it's going to be totally different than when you peek your head into a porno set. These things are different. And this is what we call religion. When these people gather around to appreciate, listen to, and attempt to act out the things that are in this particular book, we call this religion. Now, it comes along with dogma, doctrines, and in a certain way of life. This is what's attached to it, period.
But you said this is what we call religion. That's not what the definition calls religion.
But see, listen, brother, this is what you have to do. We're having a conversation. I'm not having a conversation with Oxford. I'm not having that.
I brought up Oxford. I know you might. I know you don't know this because you didn't see the whole video. I started out because I went first. I started out reading the definition.
So hold on. So
I'm not going.
So what is the definition of definition?
You said what? I've never looked that up, but if you want me to do it right now, I will. But if I can go off the head, while I'm looking it up, if I can go off the head, I would say that definition means to define things, right? Like that's what it means.
Yeah, it's to define the meaning.
So you just literally use the word.
Word.
You just use the word to describe the word. You can't do that.
But it's not just that. It's not just that, Q. It's not that. When he went to the third
I'll be right back. Y'all hold it down.
Okay. When he goes to the third definition explains itself in the context that is meant to. Go ahead, Bianchi.
We got our brother Google Scholar in the building. Just want to say welcome to the brother.
Google Scholar. What's up?
What's up, Google?
I want you to ask your question.
Oh, we're doing good.
Ask your question, but let me read this real quick since Cube had brought it up. He said, "What's the definition of definition?" It says a state of the exact meaning of a word, especially in a dictionary. That's number one. Number two, an exact statement or description of the nature, scope, or meaning of something. And number three, finally, the action or process of defining something, which goes back to everything I said in the beginning.
Facts. And he's especially in English, when you're talking about the English language, we all know this, that certain words have multiple meanings. It's as simple and plain as that. So one aspect of the word, it's all about the context. It depends on the context on what definition should be used in that word. So when you're using the third definition of the word religion, you see the explanation where it's telling you you religiously do this, you have a passion for that, you do this repetitively. So that is what they're speaking of when they're talking about the third definition. And the first definition is completely different. Go ahead, Google Scholar. What's up?
Google Scholar. What's up, man?
Hey, how you all doing, man? Peace.
You doing all right? How you doing tonight?
Yeah, all right. I got a question for Mr. NoBoDy, and I also got a comment for Cube.
Okay.
All right, let me start with Cube.
You want to give you a comment first and then ask your question?
Let me start with Cube first. It's not really a comment. I just wanted to let him know that I was listening to him, and I think he made I wouldn't want to say an error, but he just made an inappropriate use of the phrase "I think, therefore I am." Right. I want him to go back and think about that, because I know I wanted to have a dialogue with him on philosophy when he got the time, but no, well, probably not right now. But if you want to set it up.
What about Saturday? Are y'all cool with Saturday?
No, Saturday wouldn't be good for me. It's Sunday or Monday.
Google Scholar, what days are you free?
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday are good days for me.
Okay, let's try to set it up for Monday if Cube is available. But go ahead, my brother. Go on, give your statement and ask your question.
All right, that was my statement. Cube, my man. We dialogued before. You probably don't remember, but I was supposed to go on this channel and set. But anyway, back to NoBoDy. Just to let you know though, NoBoDy, sometimes when I make my comments in the chat, it's you don't need to take it personally. I'm not really attacking you.
It's all love, bro. It's all love.
Yeah. What I wanted to ask you though is, if we're saying atheism is a religion, and I know a lot of Christians, they're like fighting hard to say atheism is a religion. If you're actually fighting that hard to define atheism as a religion, isn't that really an admission that religion is not such a good thing?
I would have to say no. Me and and this is coming from a Christian perspective. The Bible,
You
and it
went out.
talks about false religion. So I don't believe that our religion is, false or useless or not needed. I believe that the false ones are the ones that are getting in the way. So I would say no.
Oh, so when you say atheism is a religion, you're actually really saying it's a false religion.
Yeah, that would be my stance on that side of it, right?
Okay, all right, I got you. I mean, I don't agree, but I understand what you're saying.
Right,
Hey,
right.
hey, yo, I'm back, by the way. Peace, but go ahead.
Q, what days you have free, bro? You heard the brother say he has, I think he said Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays. What day are you free to come on the channel and y'all can have a discussion?
Yeah, I'm usually off Saturdays and Sundays, but the time varies. But I heard him say he wants to have a philosophical conversation. That's
Right, just
totally cool.
conversation, no debate, just conversation.
That's
Yeah,
conversation.
that's cool. Yeah.
Remember we talked
I don't
before.
have no problem with my brother. I don't have no problem
Okay.
whatsoever with my brother.
If y'all can, man, if y'all can, if y'all can
probably
inbox me or inbox Pianki. If we have to do it next week, that's fine. But since both of y'all are off on Sundays, let's try to shoot for this Sunday coming up. If we can't agree on the time, then we can just try to do it next week if y'all cool with that. Both of y'all.
that's fine. I'm
Okay.
saying Q probably don't remember, but we were supposed to have this dialogue from a while back, if you remember.
Why you running, Q? Why you running from Q?
No, I do remember, but we were on a different channel and we kind of lost contact a little bit. That's really what it was.
Are y'all willing to do it on her? Cause y'all see this is a neutral channel. Are y'all willing to do it on her?
Yeah,
it doesn't matter the channel because me and him, like our views are so close that we have small things that we have to work on.
Small
So that's not a big
differences,
deal. Yeah, that's not a big deal. Yeah.
Okay. Well, say me or either Pianki will get with y'all, bro, and we'll try to set it up. Q, I just want to let you know, based off of the 3 times I heard you come on the channel, especially the last time, man. I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes, man, but y'all did my brother Q wrong, and this is a Christian taking up for an atheist, man. I think y'all kind of.
No, brother, but it's not a Christian stepping up for an atheist, bro. It's a person that saw something that was incorrect and sought to rectify or felt some type of empathy for that person. That's all it was, bro.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Now back to the conversation. Google Scholar, do you have any more questions before we go back to Q?
No, not really. I'm just listening to the conversation. Obviously,
right,
I side with Black Lion on this one, but yeah, I just listen to you, brothers. Go ahead.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Before he go, I want him to.
Google Scholar, appreciate it, bro. Thank you. I appreciate
well, hold on.
it.
Yeah, don't leave. Hey, don't leave. Hey, don't leave.
No, I'm here.
Don't leave, bro. In case you hear something that may be said, while we still talking now, you can still chime in. Q, floor is yours, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I wanted to ask him a question because I quoted Rene Descartes earlier, and I was listening, and he was saying that he had an issue with the way how I used it, and I want to ask him, like, what was the issue?
The issue is
Google.
Yeah.
The issue is you were using. The issue is you were using it in a context when he asks you if you have the authority to make a definitive statement on what atheism is. And you say, yeah, you have that authority. I think, therefore I am. I'm saying that's not the proper context of that statement. That statement is actually in answer to the problem of solipsism. It's basically an affirmation that I am in existence. I can only confirm my existence. Everything else is basically outside of me. I can only attest for myself, basically. That's what that's about.
And you know what? I 100% agree with that. So, with that answer to solipsism, because I'm sure you know hard solipsism is something that right at this point, we really can't disprove or even really deal with properly. Hard solipsism is a whole nother animal. But when I say I think, therefore I am, also entails to a very small degree, which I was attempting to get the point across, is that I'm also the master of my universe, meaning that I also have the ability to create definitions to describe my reality. That's the way I was using it. Is that
Yeah.
I have the hold on, and I'm gonna show you what I mean by this precisely. I have the ability to describe my reality, and let me give you an example. So we have a descriptive word such as bad. It has its descriptive, it has its prescriptive meanings. But me and everybody on this panel, we speak English. We can also use, contort, and mangle sometimes the English language to make it mean whatever we want it to mean. And that was the point I was trying to make. So when I say I think, therefore I am, I'm also showing that I have autonomy, A, and then B, I'm also able to express reality using different words that may not comport to the definition of the word. So I demonstrated it when I asked the brother, what is the definition of chair? And then he said, he read it off. And then I said, yo, can a human also be a chair? He said, well, yeah. I said, can a dog be a chair? He said, yes. So when I said, I think, therefore I am, I'm showing my dominance to where I have autonomy to describe things as it
As
comports
you
to
see
reality.
fit, as it comports to you.
Real
Let me
quick,
say this last thing. Let me say this
real
last
quick,
thing.
brother.
The
Let
word
me
Real
say
quick,
this.
religion
brother.
to atheism.
Hold on,
That's
Q.
Let
a
me say
very
this
good.
last
That's a
thing.
very good
Let me say
example.
this last thing.
Real
This
quick,
last
brother.
thing.
Real quick, real quick, real quick.
Pause. Go ahead, Pierre.
We got the scripture ripper Sabio in the building. Just letting y'all know.
Peace,
Sabio,
Savior.
God
What's up?
killer, a
Go
God
ahead, Q.
killer.
Hey
What's
man,
happening,
I'm
bro?
gonna say this, man.
Everybody remember.
Respect to the
The
brother.
flow is on
I'm,
Q. The flow is on Q
I'm,
right now. Q, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, man. Respect to the brother Sabio. If we don't speak, I think it's best, just address other people. I want to address the brother. No love, no hate to the brother. Much love. I just rather not speak to him. I hope he doesn't speak to me. And we can just be cool and have a great build, and that'll be perfect. So I'm letting you know right now, no hate, no nothing. So
The brother coming from love, man. Sabio, whoever, he coming from love, man. We ain't gonna take it out there.
just
Go
being
ahead, Q.
honest, we've been having a good build. So Google Scholar, do you understand why I use the quote that I use first and foremost?
Yes, I understand the way you use it, but if you're using it
Okay.
that way, aren't you imposing your reality on the person you're speaking to?
Yes, but hold on. Number
Facts.
one, yes. And number two, let me say this and I'll let you respond. Number one, yes. And number two, what I'm saying also comports to reality. That's why I'm
So
able to use it. Now, if it doesn't comport to reality, then it makes no sense. Then you're using a private interpretation which benefits nobody, and that's a logical fallacy to
yeah,
use
but
a private. Go ahead.
that's the point I'm making. It comports to your reality, but by you saying that, you're saying that his reality doesn't matter if it disagrees with yours.
No. You no, brother. You taking it the wrong way.
No,
I'm
that's the
never.
stumbling block.
I'm never
He
saying.
right. He right, bro. He right.
No. I'm never saying your reality doesn't exist. The only thing I'm doing is I'm showing you things that you may have not seen in your own reality. That's all I was doing. I'm never saying that, okay, well, this doesn't exist for you because it doesn't exist for me. No, I'm never saying that. And you would have to
No,
show me
but
what.
remember the context of the argument was that you are the authority in defining what I don't remember what
Words. Yes.
yeah. No,
Yes, I
but
am.
but if you're the authority, then his reality doesn't matter because it's whatever your reality is.
No. Listen, but let me try to help you out. I'm the authority the same way that he has the authority. Do we understand that part?
But then don't it
He
Okay,
come down
let
to
he
your truth, my
let
truth?
me put it like this. Let me put it to you like this. He has an autonomy the same way I have an autonomy. Do you understand that?
yeah, I understand
Okay,
that
okay,
part.
okay. Okay, so great. So he has an autonomy the same way I does. Now, let's zoom out a little bit. The people that define these words, did they have an autonomy?
Yep.
That's what, yeah, but this is the point. The point
No,
is,
brother, stop. I need you to understand what I'm saying because it sounds like you're not getting it. So you just agreed that he has autonomy. I have autonomy. Do you agree that the people that created the Oxford Dictionary also had autonomy?
Yes.
Okay, so now would you talk to those people and say, yo, you're making this Oxford Dictionary and you're saying that a person like Cube doesn't have a reality because you're imposing your reality on him. That's not what they're doing.
No. You're
no.
misunderstanding. You miss it.
Wow.
I'm not saying that your reality or your autonomy is negated. What I'm saying is you have a reality and everybody else have a reality. The only way we can actually come to the only way we can actually dialogue is to come to an agreement. Because if your reality conflicts with mine, then who has the authority? That's the point I'm trying to make.
There
Exactly.
you go. There you go.
Exactly. Let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick.
Hey,
Let
Black
me say
Lion,
this.
before you go, I just want to say salute to everybody that came on. I gotta jump off, but I appreciate everybody coming on and supporting the channel. Y'all know what it is. Lil bro, I made you the host. Continue to do y'all thing. And I check back with y'all tomorrow.
Peace and love, bro. Peace and love. Hotel.
Everything
Peace.
Hey, peace, brother. Good night,
my
man.
brother.
Good night. Good
Let
night.
me say this real fast to
Hold on,
what Cube
as long as hold on,
is saying.
hold on, wait, real quick. Black Line. As long as everybody can keep it how y'all got it going right now, y'all, we all good, y'all. And we can keep it just like this, man. Go ahead, Black Line.
Okay. Let's do that because we having a great build tonight. So let's keep it going, fam. And I appreciate y'all and I appreciate your patience. Let's Cube is making an excellent point. If you put your reality of the definition of a word, your spin on it, you can turn any word into what you want it to mean. That's facts. But I disagree with because what Google said when he said it doesn't negate what he's saying. Yes, it does, because there's a standard, Google, and you know it too. There's a standard that's been set, and that standard is set in the world of academia.
That's what
NoBoDy is
means.
right. We bring up scholarship, we bring up academics all the time, and we have to stick to that, and we have to stick to the protocol that academic brings to us. So when we get definitions, yes, we have to stick to those definitions. He's absolutely correct when he says that.
Right.
The
No.
thing is, though, when you see a second and third definition, you can't apply it to the first. It has a different context. So that's what we have to understand. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Q, for saying what you said. I get your illustration perfectly, and it was very well said. Thanks a lot, and you proved my point tonight. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, everybody, give me a second. I want to give Google Scholar a chance to respond. Google Scholar, if you can keep it short, because I want to bring in Sabio, and right after Sabio, I want to bring in the building. We got JJ 7000, the People's Champ. All right. Correct me if I'm wrong, Google Scholar. Q put forward the notion that he can define his own reality based off of he think, therefore he is. And
Wrong. I never said that.
You didn't say I think, therefore I am. Therefore you can
No.
define.
You said my own reality. That's not what I'm talking about. We have a shared reality. But go ahead.
Okay, right. I agree with that. And that's the point I was getting to, Q. And I'm sorry if I misrepresented what you were saying. I thought what you were saying. So Google Scholar was saying, based off of Q, since he gets to define reality based off of the terms that he want to use, when we look at the Oxford Dictionary and the terms that they used, we could also say the same thing. They used the definition of the word they
Thank
used
you so
based
much. I'm
off of
glad
their
you got it,
reality.
brother.
Oh, believe me,
Exactly. Thank you.
I love all y'all. Google Scholar, go ahead and address that, my brother.
Okay. When in the realms of philosophy, right? There is it's not a hard and fast rule, but when we deal with words, we don't deal with meanings of words because meanings are something that is fluid. We deal with usages. For example, Cube went to the idea of using the word bad, right? I can be using bad and I mean something different than when Cube used the word bad. So if that was the case and we're having a conversation about something that is bad, if we're using two different definitions of the same word, then we cannot have a conversation. That's why the whole idea is we have to agree first upon a definition before we can have a conversation. And that's the whole point. Cube is saying, I'm the authority over whatever this is. If he is the authority, that means I have to go by his idea and his definition. But if there is a definition out there and we agree that this is what we mean when we say bad, then we can have a conversation. If we mean something different, then there's no point in having a conversation. And that's basically all I'm saying.
Let me clear that up for you.
Before you do your response,
let me clear it up. Yeah, I'm gonna clear it up.
I want to give you 30 seconds to one.
That's perfect. 30 seconds is all I need. And let me clear it up. So when we're attempting to talk about the same thing, we have to agree. But when I'm introducing something new, no, you have to agree with me. Because we can be, hold on. When I'm introducing something new, you have to agree with me. When I'm making a statement talking about X, Y, or Z, you have to agree with what I'm talking about. Hold on, listen. You have to agree with what I'm talking about so you can even understand me. How can you understand me if you don't even agree with what I'm talking about?
Y'all saying the same thing. Y'all saying the same based off of how whether it's the individual or the consensus definition, a person would have to agree with what the other person is talking about in order for them to continue the conversation. That's what
hold on, there's two parts though. But there's two parts. If I'm initiating a conversation, he has to agree with me to understand what I'm talking about. Because if I say, damn, hold on, let me give you an example and my 30 seconds is up. If I say, damn, shorty bad as hell, and he says, hold on, but bad means this, and I'm like, no, I'm actually saying something different. He has to agree with me to understand what I'm talking about. If he stops and says, no, I don't agree with the way how you're using the word, then he can no longer understand what I'm trying to say. But if we're trying to say the same thing, that's when we have to agree on the same words. But if I'm making a statement, he has to agree with what I'm saying to understand it.
And I think if I'm not mistaken, both of y'all are saying the same thing. Google Scholar are saying
no, we're not.
Wait, listen, Cube. This is why I'm coming to that conclusion. Everything that you're saying, Google Scholar is saying we have to say that to another person who gives a definition as well. So yes, y'all are saying the same. I know y'all probably missing each other, but he's saying if we're going to take your logic, then we have to give that same logic to people who have already came up with definitions before either of us was born.
No, listen. He's not saying that because he's not giving me my autonomy. Listen, he's not giving me my autonomy because listen, where he's from in the islands, they may not call women bad, but over here when he comes over here, we call women bad as hell. We call them downs.
No, but listen to me, Q. He not disagreeing. He not disagreeing with you that there may be different definitions for the same word, as in using the word bad. I might say a girl bad, she got a big butt, flat stomach, big titties. But then I might say a girl bad and she may be out here robbing people and doing criminal activity.
Right. Okay, but hold on.
That's slang. That's slang. You wouldn't use that in a dictionary.
But listen, hold on. No, listen, none of it matters in academia. None of that matters either for the simple fact that words, listen, hold on, but words do not have intrinsic meaning. So when I say that I have autonomy, when I say I have autonomy to make up a word and talk about what I'm talking, when I say I have the ability to make up a word and talk about what I'm talking about, I do have the autonomy.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do, but not in the world of academia. You don't have that right.
I really want to get Sabio in here, y'all. I'm just trying to give both persons' sides so that it can come to a conclusion.
Let my brother Sabio in. Go ahead. Please.
I just want to clear this up for the people who may be listening. Q, notice, Google Scholar didn't disagree when I said y'all agreeing. I don't think you're getting what he said from the position. He's saying that everything that you're saying, if it's true, and let's just say it is true, He's saying we have to give that same respect to any individual who does the same thing, whether
And,
it's coming
and
from.
you know what? And
Wait,
you know what?
wait,
I will have to
listen.
fall back and respect that. I respect that, bro.
Right, that's all he's saying. Whether it's coming from Oxford, Mandarin, whatever. He's saying that since if let's say we agree with what you said, each person has the right to define their meaning of definition, and when you're dialoguing with another person, they have to take what you're meaning by their definition in order for y'all to come to a conclusion. He's saying that same thing.
Unless you go into scholarship, then you got to go by the book.
Right, there you go, Black. There you go, Black Line. There we go. Okay, Sabio.
Sabio, go ahead, bro.
Sabio Scripture Rippers is in the building. JJ 7000, please stick with us, my brother. I'm going to get to you next. Sabio Scripture Rippers, bro. What's up, bro? Do you have a statement for either of us, or do you have a question, or do you have both? And if so, go ahead, bro. The floor is yours.
What up, y'all? I just wanted to say, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
I just wanted to say, peace, and y'all had an interesting conversation earlier. But the one thing that I just heard doesn't make a lot of sense, because if you're going to have a conversation with somebody and we're using the language, we have to use the language and the mechanics and the terms and the structure based off the coming from that language. So we can't we just can't intrinsically or make up a word and then have that word define the conversation. It doesn't work like that. We have to follow the rules. And if you're not following the rules, how can you have a conversation? Like, you just can't make up a word because you want to have autonomy. Your autonomy isn't taken away from you because you're using the structures of the language that you use. You have to use the language and the rules that follows that language. You can't just change it because you want to change it, though. I mean, how does that work? Especially if you're talking about you're going to have an intelligent conversation and things like that. It doesn't work like that. That's what I want to say.
Mm-hmm. That's powerful, Sabio, and I agree with that, man.
Hey, hold on. Hey, can I get one sentence?
Q?
One sentence, and I'm gonna pass it. All I need is one sentence.
Go ahead, Q. One sentence.
A tree, and I put this in the chat. A tree doesn't exist. We have to understand this shit. A tree doesn't exist, but the thing we call a tree does exist. So we have to understand that words have no intrinsic meaning. Period. Go ahead.
Yeah,
That's facts, but in the world of scholarship, it's a different story. It's a different story when we're talking about academics.
Hold on. Okay, everybody pause. Shout out to Black Lion, shout out to Q, shout out to Google. Sabio, we appreciate you for your feedback. Somebody got some stuff going on in the background, man. If y'all could cut that down real quick. JJ 7000, take yourself off mute, my brother. The floor is yours, man. You can ask either of us a question or make statements.
Yeah, peace and blessings to the panel.
Your TV kind of loud, JJ. We both can hear you, bro.
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you, but your TV is just as loud as yours.
Okay, turn the TV down, man. All right. Okay, I read the title earlier, and it was like a debate. So I was wondering what was the topic, because I kind of came in late.
The topic is can we consider atheism a religion?
Okay, so what was the conclusion?
I read the definition of atheism. Well, both me and Black Lion Supreme, we read the definition of religion, the definition of atheism, and then I read an article from academia.com showing where an atheist went to the Supreme Court for them to get atheism recognized as a religion. There's really no conclusion.
Because really, I mean, if you religiously just every day want to attack God or whatever, I mean, it could be considered religious. No, you're doing it's like a ritual. You know what I'm saying? Every day, like I see atheists, and instead of them teaching about atheism, their whole focus is worrying about the Bible. And I don't know, man. I just think it's religion. It's a religion against the Bible. They're always trying to, oh, God doesn't exist. Why not just teach the benefits of being an atheist? That's what I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see that. I have yet to see this in our community, or
Yeah,
even
but
the white people.
I,
So my question is, when is
my
somebody
bad.
going to get on here and teach
Can
the
I,
community why it's beneficial to be an atheist?
can I answer that? Can I answer
Can I
that,
Yeah,
answer
brother?
yeah.
that? Can
I
I
want
answer
to
that
answer
too?
that too.
I want to get. Hold on, wait. I want to give JJ
Yeah, I need to
7000.
answer
I
that
want you
too.
to listen to
Yeah.
both answers. Hold on, wait. JJ 7000. I want to give Q and Sabio both a chance to respond. If y'all can, keep it short. And once y'all respond, I want y'all to allow JJ 7000 to respond to y'all response.
I
Appreciate
want
it.
to
Q,
respond too.
Yeah,
Q,
yeah,
you go first, and Sabio,
yeah,
you're next. Please, go ahead.
yeah. The Google Scholar said he wanted to respond also, so if he can go third. But the brother said, why can't they come on here and speak about atheism? He said, if they're talking about atheism, why not just speak about that? Well, see, you have to understand, brother, when people are talking about pedophilia, they're talking about the people that are doing it. So when people are anti-theist, when people are atheists, they're talking about the group of people who are engaging in these acts. So as much as you want to try and attempt to run away from some of these things, because there's so many questions that you have zero answers for, it's very difficult for you. I get it, but you can never get away from that.
Brother,
Because you
brother,
Hey,
you
hey,
long,
brother, hey,
you
brother,
ain't
hey,
even
brother,
answered
hey,
the
brother,
question.
hey, brother. We gave you the respect to not speak when you were speaking, and I would hope that you are
Go ahead, man.
willing to reciprocate. Thank you.
Yeah, how much longer you got though?
Until I'm done.
See, that's
Let me
that
go
part
real
right
quick,
there,
let
right?
me like this.
Because
Q.
he didn't give us. I'm asking the brother, give us
No, I got you,
something
JJ.
positive about being atheist, and he just runs his goddamn mouth
No,
all
JJ,
over
That
the
JJ,
wasn't
goddamn
your
JJ,
question.
question.
JJ, calm down.
That
Hold on,
was
wait.
not your
Everybody,
Don't do
We
question.
that,
do this shit
bro.
all
That
the
was not
time,
your
bro.
question.
everybody,
Here
come
we
on, man.
go, bro. Here we go.
Everybody. I
Here
don't
we
want,
go.
hold on,
We've been having a peaceful
everybody,
dialogue, bro. Don't come over here with that, bro.
Y'all, please wait. Notice, y'all, all night, I haven't been having to mute nobody, man. Everybody's been just really on point. I really want to continue that spirit. Okay, Q, I want to give you,
Right.
I want to give you 30 seconds to
That's fine.
address what JJ 7000 said, and then I want to move to Sabio. JJ, hold up, wait real quick, Q. JJ 7000,
Yeah.
can you rephrase what you said at
Right.
first so that
Okay.
they can
Now I'm
give?
gonna ask this brother again. I mean, I'm gonna rephrase it without including anything biblical. I don't want to hear nothing about the Bible. I
Right.
want you to get on here and give us 5 good reasons why we should become atheists. Go ahead, go.
Okay. Now, Q,
Okay.
I was giving you 30
So
seconds. I'm going to give you more. I want you to address what JJ said. He said,
Let
give
me
us
just kill this.
5.
Let me just kill this.
Okay,
yeah.
hold on.
Who trying to kill something? Who was
So
this?
let me
Me,
address
me.
Google
both
Scholar.
questions.
Fool scholar?
Google Scholar, yeah.
Brother,
That's what I'm
relax, bro. Why when you come on here, you want to ask a question, then interrupt at the first sign of danger?
Real quick.
Relax.
Shout out to Wesley Curry II in the building. Wesley Curry, if you can hang on just for a second, I need Cube to answer JJ question, and I need Sabio to answer JJ question, and I need JJ to give a response, and then we can go to you, my brother. If y'all, come on, y'all, we all black brothers. If we can do
I
this in
definitely
a
need to
timely
get in on
fashion,
that. I
let's
definitely
get.
need to get in on JJ
Okay.
question.
I'm sorry, Google. I want to give Cube a chance, Sabio, and then Google Scholar, and then JJ 7000. I want him to address all 3 of y'all, and then I want to let Curry come in and ask his question or statement. If we can do this in an orderly fashion, please. Go ahead, Cube. Cube,
Yeah.
I want to give you 2 minutes to give 5
Nah.
reasons as to why somebody should join atheism, as to what JJ said.
Yeah. This is very simple. So I have to address both questions. The initial question that this brother asked was something totally different. This is something that he injected about the 5 reasons. So initially, brother, when you ask why do we talk about the Bible, it's because these things are joined at the hip. So that's like asking, why are you talking about offense when I play defense? Why are you asking about this when I do that, these things are joined at the hip, brother. So as much as I know you want to get away from it, as much as I know that there's questions that you cannot answer, brother, I get it. But there's going to come a time to where you're going to have to answer some of these questions. And unfortunately, you don't have the mental dexterity to answer these. And that's fine. Maybe you should leave it up to somebody else who does. But I'll tell you this, to answer the 5 reasons, he wants 5. He wants 5 reasons.
If you can do it real quickly.
Let's start off with this. Hold on, I'm not done. So let's start off with this.
Right, you spent 45 seconds insulting, but go ahead.
But listen, never mind my 45 seconds. Mind my 2 minutes. Never mind my 45. Because you just added 5 seconds. So now, number 1, let's start off with divine hiddenness. Can we start there? Number 2, let's start with the problem of evil. You want to start there? Where do you want to start at, bro? How about brother? Can you close your fucking brother? Can you close your fucking mouth so I can
2
speak?
minutes, man. Get to the goddamn point.
Let's keep it civil, please.
Right, man. Just do the joke.
Hey, come on, pause. Everybody pause. Q, if you can just give, now I know what he said in his first statement, but we're gonna move to his second statement. If you can, in a timely fashion, bro, please, real quick. If you can
Hold on. Excuse
He can't. All you're gonna do is waste time insulting, like he just did.
Bro. Why am I being?
JJ, I got you, JJ. Please, I want to give Q the floor real quick for 2 minutes. Like Q, like real talk, bro. And Q,
no, brother. Listen, bro. There is. Listen, I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Wait, listen to me, bro. Pause. You haven't done nothing wrong, bro. I'm not throwing it out there at all. I just want to have time to get to everybody. That's all. So if you could give JJ 7000 his second comment in a timely fashion. You don't have to give all 5, but if you can give 1, 2, or 3, give us some explanations as to why people should stop believing into theism and start believing in atheism.
Okay. And let me say this, because this is still within my 2 minutes, which I thought I had. So number 1, I'm using my time to say this. I don't have a fucking timely fashion. I was told I had 2 minutes. So within that 2 minutes, I was saying, and I added the first thing, which was divine hiddenness. And the second one, then what was it? Or the problem of evil. I gave him 2. So when he started opening up his stupid fucking mouth that he couldn't keep closed, he actually missed the first 2 things.
Come on, Q. Keep it simple.
Bro,
you see what I'm saying? And he still ain't told him. You're a fucking clown, bro.
All you have to do
give
is
us
be
the
quiet,
reason.
bro.
We don't want to hear about JJ.
Bro, I just gave you 2.
Give us 5
what are you missing?
reasons, you fucking idiot, why we should become atheists.
Bro, listen.
Let's
I
keep
just
it
gave
civil.
you 2.
Fuck up and let somebody else talk.
All right, can I go? Can I go?
And I give 1.
All right, I'm finna go ahead and I'm finna give you 5 great reasons.
Yeah, give me 5
So hold
reasons.
on. So you're just gonna jump over me and just give 5,
Q.
right?
We're tired of you, man. You're putting us to sleep.
Bro,
you're
tell
boring.
dude to be quiet.
You're
because
fucking
I was
boring
told I had
bro.
2 minutes.
No, we're tired of you.
I was told I had.
No, you wasted 45 seconds with insults. Now I'm finna insult your stupid ass.
Bro, I was told I had 2 minutes.
No,
now these are up.
Wasted time, bro. Go ahead, Sabio.
So hold on. So I don't get the 2 minutes anymore.
No, we don't want to hear you because you're not going to answer the question.
Everybody
pause.
Everybody pause. Okay, wait.
My 2 minutes up or not?
Yeah, we tired of you. You boring.
Q.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Y'all tripping. Look, I'm step back.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to come on to my own show. I'm going to come and holler at no boy.
Listen. Everybody pause. JJ, please stay on. Q. Please, Q. Not to cut your wisdom, Q. Real quick. You did give 2 reasons. I'm not for sure if JJ heard him or not. Okay, I just want to make the announcement. Okay.
It doesn't matter if he heard it or not. He needs to shut the fuck up to hear the rest.
Wow,
tell
man.
him that.
Look at
bro,
this,
you're
man.
talking
This
to the
is
wrong
getting
person, bro.
Hey, nobody.
Bro,
this is me and your bill, bro. This is me and your bill.
You know what? I'm gonna come back. I'll come back some other time when this idiot ain't on here. And all he like to do is hear himself talk. He don't teach you
bro.
JJ, he's a fucking bitch.
JJ,
look at this, bro.
Can everybody, please, real quick.
Nobody. Maybe you need to start muting some people.
I know, and I was and you're right, and I was trying to keep from doing that, but since JJ left, I guess there is no confusion. Oh, Q, you don't even have to answer the question no more.
Exactly. I'm
So,
letting
hold on,
everybody
but
go ahead of
I
me.
no, hold on,
I
but I
should have
do
been
want to.
addressing him in the first place,
Can
right after
everybody
nobody
please
did.
listen? Please
And I'm
wait,
letting everybody go ahead of me, and this is what's happening. I didn't do that for all this.
And
I
you're
didn't
right,
let
Black
y'all
Lives
go ahead of me to have to go back and forth with this dude like this. As soon as he comes on here, causing all this confusion and causing all this chaos for no reason.
Right, Black Light, and I'm not disagreeing with nothing you said. I since JJ 7000 has left, every question that he asked is really irrelevant because he just left. So if y'all will allow me, since we have a new participant to just join the platform, and I'm pretty sure that Cube, Sabio, and Black Lion Supreme may have some disagreement or not. Wesley Curry, the second. You're already off mute. How you doing, my brother? If you can, come in here, make a statement.
I'm okay.
To either
Wesley Lawrence Curry the second. Hi.
How you doing, Wesley Curry the second?
No, I have very few words I want to say.
Okay. Go ahead, my brother. The floor is yours.
Jesus said, "It is time." Satan said, "Sad and delicious." Jesus said, "Tell the vision." Satan, in your minds, controlling your thoughts, told you, "I shall turn and toss you violently like a ball." Jesus said, "Tell the vision." Jesus said, "Tell the vision." Jesus said, "Tell the vision and you shall heal without money." I told the vision and asked Jesus to heal one tooth in every mouth on earth. And he did.
Sabio, go on mute. Sabio,
Jesus said, "Tell the
Sabio.
vision and you shall not need the mark." I told the vision and asked Jesus to send you fish and bread and fish 4 times. He did. Satan told you, paralyzing your body, March 31st, 2020, perverting your mind, for you have no helmet of salvation, told you, "Don't tell." Jesus said to you from the Holy Spirit, "No time to talk, Allah." And then Jesus said about a year ago, "You want war." So 3 days ago, I, given the authority and the anointing of Jesus Christ, shut for the second time the vision that you have all seen, that you all know is from Jesus, that he told you to tell. And it is shut until the day that you all shall be put into the land of the omnibar. Then you can choose whether your God is money, which shall be removed, and without the omnibar, you shall not be doing any more bling shopping. Or I shall meet every one of you and ask you to tell the vision. And you shall either do what I tell you to do and say what I ask you to say, or you shall perish in violence and pestilence.
Man,
True story, bro.
Hold on. Can I say something?
Bro.
Everybody,
Let me say something.
Let me turn into a sermon. What the hell
Let
is
me
going
say
on
something
here?
real quick.
Pause. Can y'all
One at
pause?
a time, please. One at a time.
Bro, this is supposed to be a build
These
between me
are
and
the
you. You
words
bringing on this.
Jesus gave the
Yo,
prophets.
I don't know what
nobody.
it is.
Wait,
Nobody.
Black Lion Supreme. Everybody, bro.
Boom. Mark of
Can
the
everybody
10,
please?
the
Can
black,
everybody please press the
death,
2 L's?
war, Yavol, hell. Again, those words of prophecy from Jesus are
Man, get on with all that
All right,
madness you
Wesley
talking
Curry.
about.
Wait, everybody calm
Mark
down.
of the 10, the
Pause.
black,
Wesley Curry.
death.
Wesley.
Yes.
I want you to address the next person that's about to make a statement, but give me 1 second. Black Lion Supreme, please check your inbox, my brother. Sabio, based off of what you just heard Mr. Wesley say, the floor is yours, my brother. Can you give a response to what he said? And Wesley Curry, I want you to respond to what Sabio says. Go ahead, Sabio.
Well, first of all,
Your proselytization is not moving anybody over here, sir. Second of all, the people you are talking to on this panel, we know the book better than you. We know where these stories were written for. We know the times, why, when they were written, who they were written for, and we know that none of the shit you were talking about, you were saying is going to happen. The people the story was written for thought that it was going to happen in that time. Jesus thought the end was happening then. There is no future heaven coming. All that shit don't mean nothing. I'm going to just come straight at your head. I'm an anti-theist. Jesus was a man who said some shit and got his ass killed. Your boy Paul was a hallucinating weed head who had a vision on the road to Damascus and made up some shit. And the Bible is a bunch of stories written by a bunch of vagabonds. Don't nobody who wrote Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John. So you're talking to the wrong people, sir. Don't come over here trying to proselytize to us.
All right.
All right. Let me say.
Hold on, wait. Who is that talking right now? Who is that?
This is Google Scholar.
All right. Google Scholar. Go. Wesley Curry. Sabio just went. I want to let Google Scholar go for a second, and then I want you to address both of those statements. Go ahead, Google.
Okay. First of all, let me say, I'm an atheist, but I'm not anti-theist, right? So I don't really have a problem. I'm not anti-against like Sabio, but I don't even know if that was proselytizing because for me, it was incoherent. I don't understand what he's saying because he's just saying a bunch of things that's related to the Bible, but it's not a coherent statement or argument.
It was an anti-prophecy.
Hold on, what? Sabio, come on, keep on. Okay, Wesley Curry. I'm a Christian just like you, my brother. I believe in Jesus Christ. He's my Lord and Savior. He God and all that. But we have 4 brothers on here who are non-believers. You heard what Sabio said. Sabio said we don't even know who wrote those books of the New Testament, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John.
Hold on, we gotta let the brother finish though. Let's let the brother finish. He ain't finished what he was saying.
Well, I'm sorry. I thought you would. I'm sorry, Google. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Because what I wanted to understand from him was the point of saying what he's saying. Because
right, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you, School. Not Cube. I'm sorry, but I got Google, man. Google on a whole nother level. I got you. Wesley Curry. You heard what Sabio said. We don't even know who wrote the New Testament. We don't know, Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John. It's all, just made up mythical stuff. My brother Google Scholar said that based off the conversation that we have been having tonight, he don't even understand why you even came in saying some of the stuff that you said, my brother. So based off of
only to confirm what you already know.
Go ahead, Wesley. Go ahead.
Well, here's what I have to say to the first. Draw nigh unto the Lord, and he shall draw nigh unto you.
Amen. That's
dot. No.
Wesley.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Everybody, wait.
First of all, you're not letting me address this.
Okay, wait. Let line supreme. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, please. Listen, first of all, how dare you come on here and act like you're giving some type of prophecy? Are you in violation of the book of Revelations where it says not to add or subtract from this book? Are you
am the little book in Revelation.
Are you saying that you have the authority?
I have.
You have the authority to add on to the word of the Lord Himself. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
You no time to talk Allah. Now, does that sound like you are a Christian? You're doing good work, or does that sound like
the authority to determine what a Christian is, or who is doing good work?
According to Jesus,
where are you getting your authority from? Are you Jesus Christ?
I am the little book in Revelation. I am the second book in Leviticus.
So you're the word of God Himself.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Okay.
okay. Wesley Curry.
His
do you know-
children
Wesley,
recognize his voice.
Mr.
Jesus
Wesley,
said,
committing
"It is
blasphemy,
time."
sir. You're
Your
committing
father
blasphemy, sir.
said, "Sad and delicious."
You are
wait,
committing
everybody pause,
blasphemy,
everybody pause.
sir.
Deny it all
wait,
you
wait.
want.
Everybody
You
He
pause.
said
are
he,
Real
Jesus
quick.
said he the word of God.
Everybody
Said he
I
the
pause.
word
am.
of God.
I
Present
don't have
yourself
to
as God
prove
himself.
No, I
How
don't
dare
have to
you?
mute.
How
Hey,
dare
There
you
is
as a mere
not
mortal
one
present yourself
person
as
on
God
this
himself?
earth
You
that
are a
Jesus
sinner,
shall
sir.
not give
everybody
me
pause,
to
pause,
meet
pause,
in the
pause,
You are
flesh.
a
Watch
dirty
this,
Not
sinner
Black
like
Line.
everyone
Black
else,
Line.
sir.
Black Line. Hold on.
so.
Black
Take
Line.
your
Black Line.
omnibar and prove me wrong.
Black
Everybody
You are
pause.
a
Line. Let me
dirty
prove him
sinner
wrong
like
real
everyone
quick.
else,
Let
sir.
me prove him wrong real quick. Let me prove
Dumb.
him wrong real quick.
Pause. I want to ask one question. Mr. Wesley,
Yeah,
how did you hear about our channel?
I didn't. I was looking through live YouTube meetings and found your channel that way.
All right. If you can go on YouTube, Mr. Wesley, look up Jacobus Wyatt. That's me. If you can send me a friend request so that we can become friends, you are more than welcome on the show. Now, I want to warn you though. This is a pro-black channel. We don't have anything against white people. We don't have anything against, the ideology and what they present. But I just want to warn you though. It gets a little turned up. I don't know if you know what that means. It gets a little hyped. It gets a little over the top on this channel.
My
we
father
are-
Jesus has olive black
I thought you
skin.
was him.
So does Adam and
Yo, you
Eve,
just said
and
you
the
was him.
angels
Hold
of
up.
Gabriel and Michael.
Rewind.
Jesus is not a Caucasian. My father Jesus
Black Lion
is
Supreme.
what you say black.
I thought
Man,
Jesus
nobody
didn't
get
have
this
skin.
heretic out of here, bro. He is a heretic. And you know it.
Black Line.
I have
Mr.
his
Wesley.
dove.
Mr. Wesley, give me 1 second real quick. Sabio, y'all know that this is a pro-black channel. We rarely have non-black people on this channel, but y'all know that we do want all.
Oh, he can come over to scripture rippers too.
This
And we
has
would
nothing to
love
do
to
with
hear you
color,
come over
sir.
to scripture rippers.
This
We
man
will,
is a heretic.
subscribe to
He is
scripture rippers.
blaspheming. He is blaspheming the Holy Spirit.
Bro, can y'all listen to what I'm saying real quick?
No, we hear you.
Listen to
When you are given fish and bread from angels of Jesus 3 times and you say it didn't happen,
Mr. Wesley, give me
there is
1 second.
nothing you're going to
Mr.
listen
Wesley,
to.
Blasphemy.
Your soul in your head is dead.
Mr. Wesley, can you give me 1
He
second?
claims to be Jesus
Mr.
Christ
Wesley,
himself, nobody.
Everybody,
This
come
is
on, man. I'm not
blasphemy.
trying to
And you
mute
know it.
nobody. Bro, y'all know I can kick people out. I can mute people. I'm not trying to do that. Can we all
And
listen?
when you
Everybody
get
just
the
listen. Mr.
omnibar,
Wesley,
the UPC barcode on
Mr.
your
Wesley,
wrist,
Mr.
you can
Wesley,
prove me wrong.
Mr.
But I
Wesley,
am given by Jesus to
Mr.
turn
Wesley,
Mr.
Mr.
metals
Wesley,
Wesley's a
to
nut.
dust
Mr. Wesley, everybody, Mr. Wesley,
and
I
walk
do.
away
Mr. Wesley, can you
unharmed
please listen,
with
please,
the
sir?
children.
I want,
I
Mr.
am
Wesley,
he.
Mr. Wesley, I want you to address what they're saying, and I also want what you're saying to be addressed. All I'm trying to do is get order. And Mr. Wesley, I do want you to come back on this channel. This is my first time meeting you. This is my first time even knowing you existed. So, and I appreciate YouTube for putting paradigm shift in the algorithms for people such as yourself. All I ask is that we address each other's argument. Now, this show started out with me and Black Lion Supreme, and we have went down several different rabbit holes. So, Mr. Wesley, I want you to listen to my brother. I want you to listen to my brother Black Lion Supreme real quick. I want to
Quick to listen, slow to speak. Go ahead.
I want to let Black Lion Supreme address what you have already said. I want everybody else to go on mute. Black Lion Supreme, address what you've heard Mr. Wesley say. And Mr. Wesley, I want you to address what Black Lion Supreme has said. Go ahead, Black
This is
Lion.
an outrage, sir. What you are doing is against the scriptures in itself. You know good and well that you cannot compare yourself to the Almighty. You are a mere mortal, sir. You are not the supreme being that created this universe. How dare you assume to interpret what the Lord has said? How dare you assume to come on here before our people and proselyte and tell us that you are the Almighty himself? What kind of respect do you really have for the God of the Bible?
Okay, pause right there, Black Lion.
It has to be on the highest level, sir. Address what I said, please.
Pause right there, Black Lion. Mr. Wesley, he's saying that
said what you said, but you have not said anything that I have said.
No, wait. Black Lion Supreme is saying they ask you what authority do you have to say what you're saying, and you said that you are the authority. So Black Lion Supreme is asking you, how can you put yourself over Jesus or over the Father in the Bible, knowing that that's what you follow, my brother? Go ahead, Wesley, Mr. Wesley.
These are the prophecies of Jesus. Bad boom. It is a nuclear bomb. In Ezekiel, it is the wheel in the wheel, the color of beryl. Boom. It is in Ezekiel, the fire enfolding in itself the detonation of the nuclear bomb that begins the hell on earth. Mark of the 10, that is the omnibar. Without the omnibar, you may not enter a store to buy food. The black, that is the skin disease that Jesus Christ, who is God, and there is no God beside him, shall pour on all with the omnibar, that they shall get a skin disease, revealing their dead gray ashen soul in the flesh, in squeaking splotches. Yavol, they are the enforcers of the omnibar.
Okay, Black Lion Supreme. Okay, Black Lion Supreme. That's his answer.
Those are the prophecies given to you, the untoward generation, by Jesus Christ.
You are insinuating that a nuclear bomb has to do with biblical prophecy.
Yeah.
By what authority? By whose authority, sir?
Yeah.
You are not the end all or do all of biblical interpretation.
Nuts.
Baby, yo, you next.
How's that healed tooth in your mouth from
what the
Jesus?
Bible is
You
saying.
didn't tell? You didn't tell about
Everybody
that healed tooth that I asked Jesus to put in your mouth?
You are adding to the
Then
book.
you're really something like a dog.
And you are adding to the book, and you're going to add the
says that your
plagues.
vomit is the
You're going
word.
to add the plagues to that book unto you, sir. You're
Oh,
going
really?
to be in the fiery pit of hell for what you're doing here. This blasphemous behavior that you're displaying before the people, sir. This is outrageous.
Okay,
You don't have the authority. You don't have
I am the man Jesus chose to give the wound that heals to the head of the beast.
Listen to him. Go ahead, Wesley.
I am the man Jesus chose that shall give the wound to the head of the beast, the wound that heals. I am he.
He is the Mr.
Who
Wesley.
are you? I do not know your name.
You're interrupting me. You're not being very
put your
Christ-like,
name
sir.
on your TV poll.
Come on, man. Can y'all get some
You are
order?
Black Lion Supreme. That is your name. I call you Black Lion. Is that Mr.
That's
Black
fine,
Lion
sir. That's
Supreme or
fine.
Mrs.?
That's fine.
Mr. Wesley. The
The
person
first thing you
talking to
got
now,
right since you've been up
Black
here, sir.
Lion,
Go
Black
ahead,
Lion,
nobody.
Black Lion, pause. Yeah, okay, Mr. Wesley, the person's voice that you just heard a second ago, that is Black Lion Supreme. Now, I want you to hear the voice of Sabio. The person you're about to hear next is Mr. Scripture Rippers, Sabio Robinson. The person you heard previously is Black Lion Supreme. This is Sabio. Go ahead, Sabio.
Okay. Now all that your vote and all that proselytizing you doing, sir, not moving anybody. Just a second ago, you just said that you are Jesus in the flesh. You are God. Then you just said he's your father. Which one is it? You know what it is? You're a nut. I'm just keep it straight real with you.
Bro.
No, I'm not finna
Using
be offensive.
drugs is sorcery, young. Using
no,
drugs is
Yeah,
sorcery, young man.
he's using
And
drugs.
it has
He just
apparently
told you he's
deceived.
using drugs for sorcery. He's using drugs for sorcery.
No,
He just told you.
you
He's telling
sound
on
like
himself.
somebody who does not listen to anything anybody
Come on,
says.
man.
For what you
Respectfully,
said were words that I never spoke.
He's
respectfully.
using drugs.
Okay, everybody pause. Google Scholar, do you have a statement or a question you want to ask to Mr. Wesley?
No, I got no question for him. I don't think this guy. Respectfully, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I don't think
Jesus
this guy's
Christ,
all there.
would you let me speak?
I don't think he's
Jesus
all
Christ,
there.
for 1 minute, would you please turn everyone,
This guy.
every one of the wallets in this group
Hold on, wait,
to
Mr. Wesley.
dust for 1
Google
minute?
Scholar,
Jesus,
Scholar,
to give them a sign,
everybody
He's
if you
pause,
have
speaking.
chosen me, turn
Go
for
on,
1 minute
Hold on, wait,
every
Mr. Wesley.
wallet in their
Mr.
pockets
Wesley,
to dust,
Mr.
and
Wesley,
then restore it.
Mr. Wesley, I'm finna give you more than enough time to speak. Okay, can everybody else go on mute? Black Lives Supreme, Sabio,
Yeah.
Google Scholar, please go on mute. I want to give Mr. Wesley, now y'all don't forget, we are trying to build this channel. This is a newcomer to this channel. Please allow Paradigm Shift TV to grow our channel. Mr. Wesley, I want to give you 2 minutes to get out what you want to get out. And once you get out what you want to get out, I want you to allow Black Lives Supreme, Sabio Robinson, and Google Scholar to at least make a statement or address you with a question. You have 2 minutes, Mr. Wesley, to say whatever you want to say as pertaining to what you're talking about. Go ahead, my
I
brother.
never did get to say what I was saying, but it's fine. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Google Scholar.
Jesus,
Okay, we're gonna come to
No,
you first, Google
let him go.
Scholar.
Let him go. Let him go.
I'm going
to address
Mr. Wesley.
my God, Jesus, that
Okay, go
there
ahead,
is
Mr.
no
Wesley.
other God than Jesus, and there has never been any other God than Jesus.
Amen. I believe
Sign
that.
for
I
you.
believe that.
2 minutes or 2 minutes interrupted.
Go ahead.
Jesus Christ, in each of their mouths, a tooth that you heal. For 1 minute, please undo it, and then restore 2 teeth in each of their mouths. In each of their pockets, their God, money. Please turn it to dust for 1 minute and then restore it. The vision is shut. You want to play dumb? Get the Omnibar.
Amen. Is that it, Mr. Wesley? You still got like 1 minute and 45 seconds. Go ahead.
That's enough.
Okay. I want to let no. I want to let Google Scholar go first since I cut him off a second ago. Google Scholar, go ahead, my brother. And Sabio, you next. Google Scholar, take yourself off mute, my brother.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like I was trying to say before, I don't think this guy's all there. I think there's something wrong. He's not. It's not that he's making. Do you all understand anything this guy's trying to say?
I understand. I understand what he's saying.
No.
And I understand what he's doing.
It's either a mental health issue or it's drug. But this guy's not
I'm gonna tell
all
you what
there.
the Google Scholar. I'm gonna tell you what it is. He's over here. What he think he's doing? He think he's conjuring, and he think he's putting like spirits on us. That's why he just said that stuff about turn our dollars into dust for 1 minute and then turn it back. He really think he has the power. So what he's doing is he's proselytizing, and he's basically telling us we're heretics. And if we don't confirm or if we don't conform to what he's saying, we are going to hell.
Hey, real quick.
How in the world we heretics? And he's breaking every
Pianki,
rule of the Bible.
I'm just gonna keep it real.
Quick.
Everybody go on pause. Go on pause. Go ahead,
Listen. Mr. Curry, I appreciate you watching the channel. With that said, please continue to watch and all of that. But that's really all I need you to do is watch. And I hope you like it. You can stay in the chat or whatever it is, whatever means you watching it by. But as far as being on the panel and all of that, I don't think this is gonna work out. So
Enjoy your little toy. Have a good day.
Likewise.
Appreciate you, man.
And I don't mean I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but
no, it ain't.
You're not.
It's not.
Thank you very much.
Like, I don't know what dude angle. Like I don't like who sent you. You know what I'm saying? What we on, man? Like I don't know what this dude talking about. You talking crazy to my brother, Black Lion Supreme. Like I'm not with that shit, man. Like take that somewhere else, man.
It was conjuring. He was basically
trying to. I don't even know what was happening, man.
I was just mocking the man. I could have went in on him, but I didn't.
Hey, much love to my little bro, trying to be like civil and he all about growing the channel and he saw it, but bro, I can't.
Y'all did good, bro. Real talk.
I couldn't even go to sleep. I'm like, man, where does Albion come from, man? Who sent this dude, man? Like, nah, bro, I'm sorry.
No, for real, bro, y'all did good. Sabio, you know me and you don't even get along, bro. Y'all did good, bro. Like
I was finna flip out on him.
Listen.
Like my sermon? Did I do a good sermon?
I'm about to keep it real with y'all right now. Sabio, I'm kind of tight with you.
I was trying to hold my tongue.
Like, look, you was real good with that Albion.
Because nobody asked me to, but I was finna go. I was finna go.
What I need you to do from now on, that same respect you gave that Albion, I need you to get that to my brother.
You did
I don't
that.
care who you disagree with. That same energy you kept with that Albion, I need you to keep that energy with my brother.
No, hold on. And Sabio, I want to pat you on the back, bro.
I only did it for nobody.
No, what? Sabio, listen to me, bro. You did, bro. You kept it.
I was finna go. Bro. I was finna go.
Listen to me, Sabio. Listen to me, bro. You did that, bro. You kept it under control. I know how you usually are, bro. Bro, you did that, bro. I just want to pat you on the back, let you know you did that. Real talk, bro.
I'm sorry, little bro.
I wasn't trying to, Bianchi. Honestly, I wasn't trying to.
No, you did good, Sabio. You did good, bro. You did good, bro.
I just need you to put. You know how we tell the Crips and the Bloods. Hey man, ain't nobody telling you to put down your gun. We just telling you pointing them at the wrong people. I don't want you to put down your gun. Yeah. I just need you to point them at the right people.
Yeah, you did
so
good,
that same energy you kept with that Albion, I just need. But
I wasn't talking nice to him.
No,
I wasn't talking nice to him. I just did it because he out.
And we want to respect this platform. If he would have been on scripture rippers, boy,
I would have snapped on his ass.
Y'all listen real quick. Y'all listen.
Bro, text me. And I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe somebody brought him in or something. And then I'm looking, I say, let me check it out. I'm listening. Mm-hmm. I'm like,
if you'd been on the Dagger Squad channel, bro, we would have broke him into 15,000 pieces.
At first, I was about to let it rock, man. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm about to go.
You got respect for y'all's platform. We know you're trying to build a platform,
right?
We just went on it the way we did.
Hey, Black Lion, let me tell you.
Let me say this real quick. Bianchi, I know you didn't see it. That's the reason. Because now, forgive me, Robert Ash. I asked him where he came from because I actually thought it was probably somebody that Robert Ash probably had sent to the panel. But he said that he was strolling through his YouTube and Paradigm Shift came up on his show. I saw that. I saw that. That's why I did it. And but look, no, Sabio, you, bro, this coming from me, Sabio, and you know me and you don't really get along. We're not saying you did nothing wrong. You did, no. Bro. You did right, bro. You
didn't do nothing wrong at all.
Real talk, bro.
Hey, but I'm gonna say this: Black Lion, Sabio, whoever, bro. When you see first of all, you know I don't really deal with.
I came straight at him with the Bible.
I don't really deal with rogue Albions like that.
You did it right though, bro. That's the thing.
Yeah,
you didn't talk about his mama.
I don't really deal with rogue.
You did it right.
With rogue Albions thinking they could come on my platform and talk crazy to my folks anyway. So, hey, don't think you disrespecting the channel. Just handle your business, cause I don't know what that unnerved me.
That's the only reason why I didn't flip on him.
I didn't woke up. I'm turning the doors off.
Man, that's why I didn't go all the way in on him either.
All-
Plus, he was
all
a
y'all did
lunatic.
right, bro.
He was a
Bro,
lunatic. It was like it
A
would have been like
lunatic.
beating up on a baby or something. So
Bro,
you know,
all y'all
I
did
just
good,
got
bro.
fun with it.
Bro, we didn't even, bro, y'all didn't even go in half of how we go in on each other as black people. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all did right, bro.
No,
Like
I
y'all,
went in on
y'all
him.
did good.
I just didn't
no,
curse
no.
him. I went in on him. I told
Yeah, I
you,
just
and
did
I'm
my
and
thing.
I'm
I
gonna
just
tell y'all how I
used the
went in
Bible
on him.
Listen
I
to me,
went,
y'all.
to
Listen,
I went
destroy
straight
what he
at
was
his
talking
belief.
about.
Hold on,
Pause,
hold on,
pause.
hold on,
When I
hold on,
say,
nobody.
hold
I
on,
went
you
straight at
pause,
his
bro. I'm
belief.
still talking. Pause. When I say went in, I'm not saying that y'all didn't give him that work. What I mean by went in is that, you know, wasn't nobody talking about his mama, daddy, he wasn't getting cut. Now, you did say a couple of you did say a couple of cuss words, but you didn't disrespect him with those cuss words. So let me pat you on the back, Saber. Yo, I'm giving you props, bro. I'm
No,
giving you
I don't
props.
want nah.
Ain't no
Don't give me no. Don't
bro.
give me those types of props because
Well,
nah,
I'm gonna do it
nah,
anyway.
nah, no, 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 no,
Let me
no, no, no,
get
no,
done
no, no,
talking.
no, no,
Let
no, no.
let
That's
me
Savio is
disrespectful.
let
hilarious,
me
man.
let
No,
me
that's
Hey,
that's
look,
disrespectful.
bro. Can y'all pause for a second, bro? God dang, bro. We can beef right now, and I can cuss you out, and you can cuss me out. I'm giving you props, bro. I'm telling you, pause, bro. God dang. We can go at it. I'm not trying to go at it right now, bro. I'm giving you props. I know I know the level that you could have gotten to, bro. We've gotten to that level. I'm giving you props because you didn't get to that level. You still gave him that work. And I'm talking about all y'all. We attack each other way harder than what he was attacked with tonight. And I'm giving y'all props on that, bro. Y'all really showed some real patting y'all on the back, bro. I don't want to hear no. I'm doing this out of my own fruition, bro. I really appreciate y'all for really keeping y'all tongue, for really keeping y'all decorum. I know people who feel
Yeah,
like y'all
fam. We appreciate y'all
Right,
for
I
having us up
appreciate
here.
all that, but
Yeah,
look,
and
we
I'm
respect
not finna
your
let you
platform.
downplay the
listen
things
to
that
me.
I
I'm only
said.
saying
So
that.
because I did it, I came at him intellectually. I called the
Yeah.
man a nut numerous times. I laughed at
Bro,
him in
I'm
his
not gonna keep
face.
telling you to
I
pause
called him
before I
a
mute you, bro.
clown. So
Bro,
nah,
Yep.
I wasn't being nice to him.
right now let me go on and start muting people now, cause I just told y'all I ain't muted nobody all night, bro. I've been letting everybody rock. Just listen, bro. I can't even give y'all props.
Yeah, bro, you good.
Bro,
We appreciate it. We
I
appreciate
know.
it, nobody.
Let me get done patting y'all on the back real quick before
We
y'all.
appreciate it,
Right?
bro. We appreciate it.
Okay, well let me get finished, bro. I
Go
just want
ahead.
to. I know the level that y'all can get to, bro, because y'all have done it with me. What I want to say is we didn't know this white man from a can of paint. This could have been the white man that was gonna give us $1 billion next week or whatever. All I want to say is, bro, I really appreciate y'all keeping y'all decorum, y'all keeping it respectful. Yes, y'all did cuss. Yes, Saber, you called him a clown, all that stuff. But you did it respectably, bro. That's what.
No, I did it.
Listen to me, bro. I'm telling you, you did that, bro. That's the props I'm trying to give you, bro. You said
The
all that
person the
stuff,
clown is not respect.
bro. You said all that stuff, but you still did it respectably. Listen to me, bro.
Ow.
There's nothing.
Savio is crazy.
I know, like, God dang, bro, you acting like there's something wrong with respect, bro. You gave me respect. That's a
You don't
good
want to take
thing,
no
bro.
responsibility, having no mercy
Right.
on no dogma nut, bro. You
What
said,
I'm saying
damn
is,
that.
bro, I
Hey,
could have been saying 1 + 1 = 2 right now. And
you
you
said
still
no
arguing
mercy
with
for
me, bro.
dogma nuts, nobody. That's what he's saying,
I
bro.
can't go on
No mercy.
pause real quick. God dang, can I get done what I'm saying,
Real
bro?
quick. Hey, I just had to come in and say la vie to the I don't know whatever he was, the Messiah or whatever. I
Right, the
couldn't
man said I was coming at his neck.
I couldn't sleep. I
But
couldn't
you
sleep
did
with
it
the dude
respectfully,
on
Savio.
No, I wasn't. So because I let him talk, and because I wasn't cursing, I can do that with everybody.
Hold on, Savio, because
bro.
I once again, brother, salute. I'm
Peace,
finna hit these sheets, but yeah. Hey,
peace, bro.
nobody. I apologize, man. I couldn't do it.
Oh, you good, bro. I just want to say this to the brother, Savio.
But I'll holler at y'all later.
All right, fam. Peace.
What I'm saying to you does not make you look weak, bro. We wish, if Bianca's saying the same thing, bro.
Yo,
We wish that you would show that same decorum no matter who you on
look,
the
I do. Until y'all disrespect me. That's the problem.
Bro. Like, bro, God dang, can I pat you on the back, bro?
But can we say something to you, nobody? Can we say something to you, bro?
Right? Can I tell you what I'm? Can I tell you exactly why I accept it, and then tell you
Let us
why
tell
I
you
don't?
something, man. Let us tell you.
Because it's one sided, and it's one sided shit is not getting us anywhere.
Bro, please, bro.
Man, you won't let us tell you, bro. Let us tell you something, man.
Finish, bro. Y'all listen to me, bro. If I say y'all did something wrong, we're gonna have an argument.
No.
I'm telling y'all did something right, and y'all still want to argue. Just listen.
We're not arguing. We're telling you,
bro,
we have way more respect.
Stop.
We have way more respect for you than this dude, bro.
Exactly.
Now, I'm finna get finished what I'm saying, regardless if y'all want me to do it or not, bro. I'm trying not to pause y'all. I just put y'all on mute because y'all act like y'all don't want to listen. Google Scholar understand everything I'm saying right now, bro. I'm patting y'all on the back. I'm giving you a trophy. I'm saying big ups. I'm saying shout out. Y'all are opposed to me giving you props. One, if I bash y'all, I'm the bad guy. If I give y'all props, I'm wrong. You can't have it both ways, bro. Now listen to me, bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. I know how y'all usually act, bro. What I'm saying is, I'm giving y'all big props, a big pat on the back. Y'all showed some real decorum. Y'all showed some real, y'all showed a real ability to withhold y'allself from saying what y'all would have normally said compared to what y'all have said tonight. That's called progress, my brothers. Y'all have I've progressed as well, bro. I'm only patting y'all on the back for the progress that I have seen y'all display tonight, bro. Y'all know us three argue all the time, bro. We talk about each other, mama, daddy, us not letting each other talk, us cutting each other off, all that stuff. What I'm saying is, y'all didn't do none of that tonight, and I'm praising y'all for that, bro. I'm giving y'all big props for doing that, bro. This is not a now moment. This is not a, oh, I was trying to, I'm praising y'all for what y'all did tonight, bro. Y'all have showed a different level of decorum, bro. That's all I'm trying to say, my brother.
All right. So, all right. So, hold on. No, let me go, Black Lion, because I've been itching.
No, I gotta say this, bro.
Black Lion, come on, man. Let me go.
I gotta say this, bro. This man, look, I have never talked about nobody's mama, introduced nobody to my manhood, none of that kind of stuff. You can't put that on me. I ain't never said that to none of you.
You have it. I'm just saying in general.
All right. So, first of all that you said, cool. I'm gonna leave it at that. Now, the patronization that was involved and all that was not needed. I did that because I've had these conversations with everybody, and I've presented this information to a lot of people in the same way I presented. I've talked about the Gospels not being real. Nobody know who wrote Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John. About Paul being a liar. I've talked about this with people, with decorum, as you would like to say, on my channel and other platforms, numerous times. So because I did not flip out on him, is because I chose not to.
We appreciate that.
No, stop.
No, bro. I appreciate
that.
Stop.
That's
what I'm saying. It ain't no.
Come on.
We appreciate that,
Come
bro.
on, man. Come on, man. You asked me to let you go. I let you go.
I'm just saying we appreciate that, bro.
No.
You said that you didn't flip out on them. I'm saying we appreciate that. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you said you didn't do what I'm agreeing to.
Look. Come on, man. Look.
I'm agreeing with you, bro.
Look. I don't need your agreement. I don't need your patronizing. I don't need your condensation, bro. I don't need your condensation, bro. I'm a grown ass man. Listen, I don't need you patting me on my back.
I'm still doing it.
I don't need you patting me on my back. You see, that's the problem right there. Stop. See, that's the problem. You see, no, that's the problem right there.
It ain't no problem, bro.
You gonna
say it's a problem for me giving you big ups, bro?
I'm telling you why it's a problem. Yes, because you're being condescending. And I do not need your condensation like that.
Bye, bro. Cause now you lying, bro. Bye, bro. Now I'm lying for giving you props. How am I lying?
No, I didn't say you were lying. I said you're being condescending.
Bye, bro. Bye. I'm not gonna sit up here and argue with you when I'm patting you on the back for you doing good. How you gonna turn me saying you did some good to some into something bad? Go ahead, Black Lion. I ain't got time for that. Go ahead, Black Lion.
Okay, let me respond. Now, I appreciate what you said, bro. I understand what you're saying. You're right. We do go hard. We do go very hard. You're absolutely right about that. Now, me, I'm not talking about nobody's parents or telling them to do nothing like.
Right. You never done it, bro. You're right. You never done it. Right.
I'm going to bring information, and I'm going to be hard with it, yeah, but I'm not going to go talk about nobody's family and all that kind of stuff. That's not me. But one thing about it is what we're trying to say is that when you say something like you want us to go hard on this European just as if we would go as if we do with you guys, the difference is we have respect for you guys. We don't have respect for this clown. This dude wasn't bringing no scholarship. He wasn't bringing no type of tangible argument. He was up here acting a damn fool. So I was clowning with him. I was just clowning with him, calling him a blasphemer and using the Bible to discredit his madness. But I didn't take him seriously. Like I take you guys seriously.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah. I think you did. All I was saying was I think you did good, bro. No,
and I appreciate it. I'm just telling you the difference in our minds between him and you guys. We take you guys seriously. We wouldn't come at this guy the same way because he's a clown. Right, what the hell is he talking about? We still don't know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm a Christian, bro, and I know he a Christian, and I'm be honest, I don't even know what he was talking about.
Exactly. How are we supposed to take him seriously? It was funny to me. It was funny. Now, if he would have been coming with an argument, a good argument, and we would have been going back and forth like that, that'd have been different. Then we would have went in on him the same way we go in on anybody else. Right. But this dude is a clown. I mean, he's coming up here talking about some craziness. How are we supposed to respond to that? We're about academics and scholarship. We're not about buffoonery. So we just clown with him.
And Sabio, you can come back on, bro. I just need you, like, stop being rebellious, bro. If I say something bad about you, it's rebellious. If I say something good, it's rebellious. Like I'm trying to change the way that I interact with y'all. I mean, not you, Black Lion, me and you, A1. But me, you, Sabio, I know we bump heads. People that got kicked out of groups, all this stuff. I'm trying to show you that I can be for you. When you right, you right. I'm agreeing with y'all. I don't even know what the dude was talking about. And he's a Bible believer. I have no clue what the dude was saying. What I am saying is, though, y'all showed great respect and decorum, bro. That's all I'm saying. How can anybody disagree with that, bro? Y'all did that, bro. Like, real talk.
Thanks. Because had he been on the scripture rippers, we would have tore him. Oh man, we would have tore him to pieces.
Thank you. So I would take that as thank you, Black Lion. I'm glad you said that. I would take that as y'all respecting the channel, bro. That's what I'm. No thank you. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Yep.
Google Scholar.
I said that.
Right. No, it ain't you, bro. You ain't saying nothing wrong, bro. I'm not trying to make it a one-sided thing. Sabio was the only one who wasn't getting what I was saying. You got it, bro. Google Scholar, based off everything you heard, go and give a response, my brother.
And I believe Sabio got it too. He just wanted to make sure that you understood that. He knows, I know for good and well, if he had been on the Dagger Squad or Scripture Rippers, we would have torn that European apart.
And I don't think that he get that I got that. That's why I'm patting y'all on the back.
Yeah, I think that might be the problem, that y'all confused on that. But he just was trying to express that though. But Sabio didn't take that dude seriously. We didn't ran up against way better than him, and and y'all are better than him. Y'all way better than him. Y'all come up with way better arguments than this dude and his gibberish.
Right. I didn't even know what he was saying. Y'all asked some direct questions, and I gave him the chance to answer them directly, and he went into. I don't know what the heck he went into.
Exactly. What was we supposed to do? We don't beat up on babies. We just don't. No matter what the color they are.
Google Scholar, based on what you heard tonight, my brother, go and give your response, bro. Anything you
No,
want.
I'm of a slightly different opinion. I was uncomfortable with it because, you know, I couldn't tell if this guy was like high or he has a mental health issue. And when it comes to mental health, I do take that seriously because I got people in my family that has, mental health issues. So
I don't
I
mean to
don't take
laugh,
that
but yeah,
to be
go ahead.
funny, yeah. But something was right the moment he started speaking. That's why I was asking, do any of you understand what he's saying? Because he's not making any sense to me. And it seems like either something is wrong or we tripping off something. But that's what I was saying. You probably should let him go. But I
That's
understand you're
right.
trying to be that. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to let him go because I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Christian. Half of the points he was coming from, he was trying to come from the Bible. Now, excuse me, Mr. Wesley, too, man, but I really didn't get what he and I'm a Christian. You heard me? Me and him are probably both Christian. I'm assuming that he's a Christian, like I'm a Christian. I didn't really get what he was saying either, but I was proud that YouTube. Think about this, y'all. YouTube thought enough of this pro-black channel to send it down the feed of a white man. That's powerful, man. Like real talk. You know what I'm saying?
No
Yeah.
doubt, no
Yeah.
doubt, no doubt. That's why we was being civil with the man.
I appreciate
You
y'all for
know,
that. Like real, y'all did do that. Y'all was civil, bro. That's what Black Lion, as you know, that's all I was saying. Y'all was being civil in the mug, and I appreciate that. Like real talk. That's all I was saying. Bro.
Yeah, that's what it was. We have respect for what you guys are trying to build. That's why we're here. That's why we come. Because we have respect for what you're trying to do. If we agree, if we don't agree with each other's philosophies, that's fine. But you still are people, no matter what. And we agree with what you're trying to do. You have an open platform for everybody to come in and shoot their shot, tell their perspectives, and get it in. We appreciate that. It's not like it's one-sided. You gotta be a Christian to be on this channel, or you gotta be a straight against religion to be on this channel. No, everybody is welcome. So we appreciate that. So we let dude come on. But if he don't come on here with gibberish, then we gonna act accordingly.
I don't know what that dude was saying, man. And y'all know, as me and Brother Pianki let it be known, this is the most diverse channel on YouTube, man. And like I was saying, bro, I wasn't trying to mute nobody. I wasn't trying to kick nobody off. I just wanted order. And all I want to say, bro, again, y'all did great, bro. And I'm only saying that because I know y'all, bro. Like I know me. I know me, bro. Like y'all got to remember. Before I was debating with non-believers, I was debating with other Christians, bro. This probably would have been one of the dudes who I would have had a debate with. Like, hold on, what are you saying? So
yeah, and imagine somebody coming on here talking about chakras and scales and Illuminati's and all that type of stuff. You be sitting there being like, what the hell? And that's how we were. You never take somebody like that seriously. You'll be like, what?
Exactly what he was doing. I called it out.
Sabio, you back in the building. Go ahead, my brother. I didn't mean to kick you
He
out.
had me on the floor, man. I knew he knew this was a clown. He had me on the floor, rolling on the floor, cracking up.
I called it out when I heard him open his mouth. As soon as he said that shit, the first thing, I'm like, this man is over here proselytizing. Now he's trying to put curses on us and spells on us. This man is crazy.
Like real talk, Sabio. I didn't mean to kick you off or nothing like that, bro. I just can't have you going at me at both ends, bro. If we disagreeing, we going at it. If we agreeing, we going at it. It's like, dang, man, we got to get to a point to where at least we can agree that 1 + 1 is 2, bro. So I wasn't trying to knock your wisdom. I wasn't trying to cut. All I was just trying to say, bro, I know how y'all are. I'm pretty sure y'all know how I am, bro. And I was just patting y'all on the back for saying that normally how I know y'all usually would act, y'all did not act that way tonight, and I would like to think that it was because y'all was respecting the channel. That's all I'm saying, Sabio, bro.
I honestly think I did, though, because I wasn't being very, because I didn't.
We both tore him up.
Hold on. Let me say this.
We both tore him up.
I asked him direct questions. I hit him with some direct things from historical, the Bible, and I came directly at him. You know,
Yeah.
I told him what he was doing. I told him that his proselytization isn't going to work over here. You can take that elsewhere. Like, I wasn't nice with him.
No, but listen to me, Sabio. I'm not saying you was nice with it. You was respectable, bro. That's a good Sabio.
I've done that with other people though. And see, that's what you're missing.
Sabio, listen to me, bro. Let's say if I was gonna say, okay, Sabio, I stay in Texas, you stay in another state. I'm a believer, you're not a believer, but I want you to come to my church and give your presentation for what you believe about the Bible. The way you handled that tonight, bro, I would feel comfortable with letting you come to my church, stand in front of my congregation, and give your spiel against the Bible. This is what I'm patting you on the back for, bro. I'm not gonna believe me, bro. I talk to a lot of non-believers.
I can do that though if I choose to.
I know. This is what
and I've done that with other people. And I've done that on numerous times.
This is what I'm patting you on the back for, because you did that. You said you can do it. You just showed me tonight that you did do it. So I'm patting you on the back for that, bro. That's all, bro. That's all, bro. Come on, bro.
When I do it any other time, you don't pat me on the back though.
Because those I may not.
Watch this, I may not have seen those. I have Bible believers on, and we didn't talk about the Bible. Go look at the show I did with Jacob Garmin on Paul.
Sabio, listen to me. I haven't seen those videos.
Yeah, but they wasn't like this fool, Sabio. They wasn't like this dude right here. Imagine this dude coming on scripture rippers, Sabio. Imagine.
Oh yeah, he was gonna get annihilated.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's trying to tell you.
Black Lion.
He was gonna get annihilated. I probably would have cursed him, but I probably would have.
Bro, I would have been in on him on our channel, bro. I would have destroyed him.
Now listen to me. Sabio, listen, Black Lion just explained what I just said, bro. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I've watched every video on your channel, bro. So there may have been times where you did do that. I haven't seen that, bro. Tonight is the first night where I've seen it. But I do know what Black Lion said. If he was on Scripture Rippers, it would have been a whole different. So when I said that, this is what I'm saying on the back, bro. Since
know what he's saying? I know what he's saying, y'all. I'm saying I do this when I choose to.
Since you came on this platform,
and I did it because,
bro, I know what you do on Scripture Rippers based off what I've seen. I'm not saying all the stuff that I haven't seen. I know how you could have handled the situation based off of what I have seen you do.
Yeah, them believers that come on Scripture Rippers, they have sense. They at least make some type of comprehensive argument. This dude came on here clowning. He would have got killed on Scripture Rippers.
You see how it goes with me.
Black Lion, man, you already know what each other's saying. I'm trying to get Sabio to get him saying.
No doubt.
I know what you said, and I've been knew what you were saying.
Oh no, okay, wait. If you been knew what I was saying, you wouldn't disagree with me for me to have to kick you off in the first place. Sabio, listen to me, bro.
Well, I want you see what you're doing is you're not listening to, you're not seeing the other part. I need you to see the other part. So I do understand what you're saying. That I handled it and I spoke.
I put you on mute so I
did not snap and I did not go overboard and I wasn't yelling. I totally understand that. But I need you to understand the other aspect where it wasn't as respectful as you think it was, because I was telling the man he's not gonna proselytize, he's not Jesus. The man said he was Jesus, then the man came back and said Jesus is his father. I called him a nut.
Listen to me, bro.
Like you have to pay attention to all that.
Bro, you calling him a nut is not the same as, oh, if you stupid nigga, you don't know what you were talking. I did listen. That's
to what basically saying the same thing.
Bro, can you please go on, bro? Are we gonna have a civilized conversation or not, bro? We can just move.
I think we can move past this point. This point has been done to death.
Right,
we got it. We got it 100%. Hold up. We appreciate you.
Yeah, Les got what I said. Google Scholar got what I said. Pianki got what I said. I hear what you're saying, Sabio. You're not getting what
I do.
I'm not trying to. You keep talking without listening, bro. Listen first, bro.
Bro, first of all, you see, no. See, this is the problem. This is the problem with you. And I
Follow
was
me,
trying to
follow.
explain, and y'all try to talk to me like I'm a child, and y'all are so condescending with the way y'all speak. I understand what you are saying, totally.
If you got what I was saying at first, you wouldn't be saying now why I would have to keep repeating myself, bro. The reason why I'm repeating myself is because you're not getting what I'm saying. What I said.
You're right, I'm wrong. You're right, I'm wrong.
It ain't no wrong or right, bro. I just want you, it's understanding. I just said you was right. I just said the whole time you right. Shut up and listen, bro. Stop trying to respond and listen. Notice, Black Lion didn't have no response to what I said. Google Scholar didn't have no response to what I said because we understand what I'm saying. You're the only one who keeps saying no. There is no no. What I said was right. You handled the situation in a good way. Not only you, Google did it good. Black Lion did it good. All three of y'all, now, I'm not gonna say this. I don't know Google Scholar as well as I know Black Lion and Sabio. But still, y'all handled that in a totally different way, positively, than how I know y'all would have normally. Black Lion, let me ask you this, Black Lion. Take yourself off mute, Black Lion. What type of person have a disagreement with a person who's saying that you're right, bro? Like, come on, man. I'm saying y'all.
I just think you guys not listening to each other. You're talking over each other. You're not really listening. I truly believe Sabio gets what you're saying. I think you understand and get what we're saying. And we should just move forward, man. Y'all just going back and forth when we've already agreed to the key points of the matter. What Sabio really wants you to understand is that we pretty much destroyed this dude.
Yeah, I ain't saying y'all didn't.
yeah. That's what I think he really wants to emphasize. Now, right. I don't want to speak up. I don't want to speak for him, but that's what I'm hearing when I hear him speak about this. Right. That we really beat him down. We really beat him to a pulp. We really did.
Y'all did beat the dude down and beat him to a pulp. This what which I know you get what I'm saying. All I'm saying is y'all did that in a respectable way. That's and Sabio keep disagreeing. No, bro, y'all did that in a respect. That's all I'm saying.
You're right. On Scripture Rippers, it would have been a whole different story.
Thank you. That's all. That's bro. What you just said right there. Just if we can just stop right there. That's all I'm saying, bro. What y'all would have did on Scripture Rippers, on Scripture Rippers, y'all didn't do that tonight on this platform.
Right. If it had been, you right. If it had been on the Dagger Squad or Scripture Rippers, he probably wouldn't have lasted 10 seconds. He probably would have been ejected as soon as he started talking about teeth and God and all that.
BLS, this what I'm saying. Y'all still destroyed him. Y'all still beat him to a bloody pulp. The only thing I was saying is y'all did it in a respectable way. That's all. Like, who can disagree with that, man? It ain't no disagreement. It ain't no. But I know that's what y'all. That's a good thing, man. I'm talking about from Sabio, not from Sabio. Because you're not saying you agree.
We respect your platform, bro. We respect the platform. We know, where we at. We understand that it's not one of our places where we cut heads off. So we come here and we have intellectual conversations with our brothers who are into Christianity, into Islam, or whatever concept someone stands for. That's what we do over here because that's what the platform is about.
Let me say this: how they think this is Sabio or whatever or whoever, how they think people like Sarah Seti, Young Pharaoh, Brother Polite, how they think that these people were able to go up in churches and organized institutions and still get a spiel. It's because they did it the way y'all did it tonight, bro. Y'all could get paid. Y'all could get paid for the stuff y'all doing. Yeah, we can cuss, we can go off and all that, but you can give the same argument in the way that y'all did that tonight and have people willing to fly y'all out to their state, fly y'all out to their city, put money in y'all pocket to say some of the same stuff y'all said tonight respectably. That's all I'm saying, man. We can all act like we're in the barbershop, cuss and give all this out. What I'm saying is tonight, y'all did it in a way where a church would allow Bud Ehrman to come to their church and talk, allow Richard Carrier, because it's not about what we say, It's how we say it. And what I'm saying is, how y'all said that tonight, y'all did that, my brother. Google Scholar, jump in here real quick, man. I know we keep on going. Jump in here, Google Scholar.
No, it's cool. I'm listening. I think we can move on from this point. I don't think I think all that was needs to be said has already been said. So I think we could move on to something else.
Okay, so what's the next topic, Google Scholar? You're gonna present the next topic. What's the next topic?
I don't personally have another topic.
Okay. Black Lives Supreme, do you feel that me and you covered atheism and religion and both of our sides on atheism and religion tonight?
Yeah, I think it was a good build. We came to agreement that since there's no consensus at this particular time, that we can both just say that this what our opinions are. That's basically what we're left with is our opinions. There is no poll. We haven't taken a poll from theists or atheists on who believes what or what is what. So, but we came with our perspectives. We let the people know where we were coming from, and we came to a pretty good conclusion that everybody must stand on until a decision has been made. So I'm going to look into, and it's not that I don't believe you, I do believe you. So I'm just going to look into when was the last consensus on this matter, or if there's ever been one, and if it's not, what's the latest information on this to see, and then we can build again and have another discussion. And I want to look into this case that you brought up. So I learned some things tonight, and I hope you did too. And I hope the people did. So it's been good.
I'm gonna send you that link so you can read it. I'm gonna send you that link to the case and everything that went down in the case. It's 17 pages, so I'll send that to you and let you read it.
Oh, I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much.
Man, I just want y'all to, man.
Well, wait,
like,
NoBoDy. I have a question on the topic.
Go ahead.
So, since you were in agreement that atheism is a religion, you were for that premise, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so if atheism is a religion, how do you explain that there are atheistic religions in the world today?
So how would I explain that?
Yeah.
It would go to my opening argument. If we want to take definition number one, or information to show atheists who would, I mean, not definition number one, definition number two. Definition number 2 and 3, I presented information according to the definition that people who are atheists believe in, promote, or present.
Yeah, but the point I'm making is that there are recognized religions in the world today that are recognized as atheistic. That means they don't have a God concept.
Right.
Religions like Wiccan or even Buddhism, it's a recognized religion, but it's atheistic. So that's why atheism couldn't be a religion, because you have religions that are theistic and you have religions that are atheistic. You see my point?
Right. And I would agree with exactly what you just said. You have religions that are theistic and religions that are anti-theist. So yeah, that makes my point. Yeah, I don't think, and not think, I ain't gotta say think. According to the definition, the fact is a religion is not a religion because they have a God. You know, a religion can be a religion based off of worldview, according to the definition. Not me or nobody else. According to the definition, a worldview can make something a religion. So since atheism is a worldview, it can be classified as a religion as well.
No, I agree that atheism is a worldview. So if it's a worldview is a religion, then your worldview could be, for example, so you're saying that any form of ideology is a religion?
Ideology, I would say no, because you can think things that doesn't pertain to a belief or a practice of something, but to have a theology of what you believe, then that would be more of a religion than ideology.
Yeah, but
Again, we're missing
atheism.
the
Okay, go
definition
ahead,
of the. We're missing the definition as it explains itself. Once you go into the third definition of the word religion, it is speaking of doing things religiously.
Yeah,
It's a euphemism for doing something repetitively, or having great passion for something that you admire and love to be a part of it. Let's take the word worship, for example.
Right.
In a religious sense, the word worship means to pay homage to a deity. But once you go into the second, I think it's the third definition of the word worship, it means admiration, to have great admiration for something. A child worships his mother. Now, does that mean that the child is looking at his mother as a god? No.
According to the definition, according to the no, not as a god, not as a god.
No, the third definition is saying that this child admires, has great admiration for its mother. That's what it means. The word admiration is in the definition. If you look at the word worship, go to the Oxford Dictionary and go to the third definition, you will find the word admiration. And they give you an example of the mother of the kid who loves his mother, who worships his mother.
Black Line, this is what you're saying. You're saying the third definition of religion gives this meaning. And you're saying that because a person followed this, that means that they're not religious. No, if the definition says this falls under religion too, let's say I praise my mother, because worship and praise is the second. Worship and praise is the second definition of religion. It don't say the worship and praise of a god. It says worship and praise, period. So that you can worship a baseball card. You can worship a tree, the sun. That's the so. What you're saying is, based off of the third and second definition, if somebody does this, then it's not religious. No, the third.
No, it's not. It is admiration and worshiping a god. That's why it's separate from the first definition. If it was a part of the first definition, then it would be a part of it. It's a part of the third. The word is broken.
Bro, please listen to what I'm saying, bro, because you're misrepresenting what definitions mean, bro.
No, I'm not, bro. You're not understanding how you break down words for in context.
You're not letting me get through to show you that I do understand, bro. Listen to me, bro. You said there's 1, 2, 3 definitions for the word religion. All three of them falls under the category of religion. You can't say that because definition number 3 doesn't fit.
Broke up.
Religion. I'm sorry.
You broke up a little bit. Yeah.
Am I clear?
You can't say and then go what?
Okay. Religion gives 3 definitions for what falls under the category of religion. What you're saying is, because definition number 3 don't match with definition number 1, that means it isn't religion. No, all 3 of them fits the definition of religion. Number two don't have to match number 1. Number 3 don't have to match number 2, and vice versa. All 3 of them falls under the category of religion.
Exactly. I agree.
So if you're saying exactly, if the third definition falls under, let's say, people watching football or whatever, if the third definition fits that category, it's still one of the definitions for religion.
Yes, you're absolutely correct.
I know, right? So what I'm saying is, just because definition number 3 don't line up with number 1, definition number 3 is still a definition for religion.
Facts.
So we can't say, okay, well, definition number 1 says to worship a god, and then definition number 2 says to worship or praise whatever, and then definition number 3 says whoever subscribe in extreme importance and they can fall under basketball, football, or whatever. All 3 of them are the definition, bro.
You're right. But now let me explain how right you are. You're absolutely correct. They all define every statement in those explanations of the definition explains the aspect of the word religion. You're absolutely correct. The problem is the first definition is talking about as far as a God concept is concerned. The third definition is speaking on how someone is doing something repetitively. How I watch football religiously. It is showing you how the word religion is used in that context, my brother. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now you've taken that definition out of a God concept, and you're using it to define how someone is doing something repetitively, or how someone has a passion for something. It's a different meaning than the first definition. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
And you're right. The third definition is a different meaning than the first definition, right? That's what you're saying, right?
Right. It's still the same word. It's still the same word.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Stay right there. It's still the same word. That's where I'm at. Now, even though me and you agree, definition number 3 does not mean the same thing as definition number 1. Now,
as far as the context.
Right, context.
Right.
Definition number 3 does not fit definition number 1 according to the context.
Right.
Okay? So me and you agree.
Right.
But definition number 3, according to its context, still falls under religion.
Yes, as doing something, as explaining. When someone says, if I say nobody reads religiously, I am not talking about anything that has to do with the Bible at all. I am saying that nobody really reads a lot. He has a lot of passion for reading. That has nothing to do with any type of scriptures. When I say I'm religious, because I believe that Yahweh is the supreme being and that he created this universe. Now, what I have said fits under the first definition.
Right, I agree. I totally agree with you on that. If I believe in Yahweh or Allah or Buddha or whatever, that would fall under the first definition. I totally agree with you on that.
Exactly. So you see what I mean? That's all I'm saying, my brother. That's all I'm saying.
No, and I didn't deny what you meant before we started this conversation. My thing is the third definition also falls under religion. That's my. Do you get what I'm saying?
In its context, you're right.
Yes. But NoBoDy.
Hello, wait. Even though a person may not believe in God, even though a person may not believe in no God at all, the third definition still falls under a meaning for religion.
You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct in its context.
Look, Tom Brady could be my religion. Now, I don't believe that Tom Brady made the universe. I don't believe Tom Brady, made evolution or whatever. Tom Brady could still be my religion. Yes, I watch football.
If you worship him like a god, then it would fit under the first. But if you're just obsessed with watching Tom Brady, if you just like to watch Tom Brady play football, then you're watching him religiously.
Black line, watch it though. That would fit under definition number 1. If I worship Tom Brady as a god, then you're right. That would fall under definition number 1. But if I didn't worship Tom Brady as a god, but I still worshiped him, that falls under definition number 2.
Yeah, if you worship him, you're absolutely right. If you worship him, but if all you're doing is watching him play football and you just obsessed with watching Tom Brady play, you watch the reruns, you watch all the video you can, you're just doing it so religiously.
No, not obsessed. Obsession doesn't fall under the category of religion. I'm talking about if I worshiped him, not me being like. Let me give an example. Excuse me, my youngest daughter, and she don't do this, but I'm just using this as an example. My daughter watched wrestling. She loved Roman Reigns. Don't nobody come before Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is she pretty much worships this dude, right? I ain't saying she do, but let's just say she do worship.
Yeah, that's fine, because her worship is under the second definition, not the first. Go ahead.
There we go. Bro, you my bro. There we go, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I need to say something here.
Go ahead, Google Scholar.
I feel like if you're saying that the second definition is what when you say atheism is a religion, you're not thinking the second definition though, right?
Third.
The third. I'm sorry. When you say atheism is a religion, or when people say it, they're not thinking about the third definition. So in my book, that's a bit disingenuous to say, because some people that third definition is almost like a figure of speech.
Right.
You know, to say,
exactly.
It's not really a definition. But
it's a euphemism. That's what it is.
So you're saying if a person don't even know that that's the definition, then how can they fall under that category? It's the same thing as saying if a person don't know they speeding, they still get pulled over by the law. Not knowing something doesn't take away from the meaning of it. Just because a person may not know that they fit the third definition doesn't take away that definition still means what it means.
That's why this bill was important, so everybody knows now. After tonight, everybody's going to know.
I get the point you're making, but it's almost semantic. What you're basically saying is because technically some people use the word religion to mean something that you have a passion for, or something that you yearn to do. Then when you say atheism is a religion, that's what you're thinking about. Nobody's thinking about that definition when they use the term atheism is a religion. What they're thinking is
I can agree with you on that.
I can make that point.
Not only can I agree, I do agree. But watch this. It's not the definition of a word's fault that a person don't know the meaning behind it though. Now
English is no excuse. Is that what you're going with, NoBoDy?
Say it again, Black Line. Say it again.
You gonna go with ignorance is no excuse, huh?
Right. There you go. Because watch it. I may not be knowing. I may not be knowing I'm doing something, but that don't take away from the word and what it defines. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from. Like for example,
I have no problem with it. I'm glad you brought it up. I'm glad you brought it to the forefront. I'm glad you did.
You got the link. Sutek is trying to come in and say something.
Say it again, Google. Say it again.
No, the link. Sutek is trying to come on and say something.
Let me see if I can put it back in the chat. Sutek, if you can scroll up in the chat, the link is in the chat. We was getting ready to close out, but we'll wait until you come on real quick, my brother.
Yeah, you probably have to put it again because like
when you gonna drop some wisdom.
Hold on, let me see if I can drop it real quick. Hold up, let me see, because I'm on two different phones. That's why I'm on one phone with child and another phone, and I'm in the chat. So let me see.
It depends on when he came in. The chat may have that part of the chat may have gone. That's what I'm saying.
Right, you're right. I'm gonna drop it in there now. I'm gonna drop this link in there to you, Sutek, and we're gonna give you a little bit of time to come on. If we don't see you in a little bit, and then we're just gonna go on and close out the show, my brother. Now, hey, Black Line, I think we had a real good build tonight, man. Like real talk, man. Like it ain't no love lost, man. I feel like we both got our points across. I feel like we both got, bro, and I ain't hating on that at all. I wish more of our conversation, not me and you, I'm talking about other people. I wish more of the conversations on this channel happened in the way that me and yours took place tonight, bro. Like real talk. Let me drop this. Let me see if I can drop this link real quick.
No doubt about it. No doubt. I feel the same way.
You know what I'm saying? And as you can see, bro, I mean, not that you ever said this or whatever, but I ain't no bad person, man. I just try to get understanding, man. Like that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? I just want everybody to bring their argument.
Not at all. You're not a bad person. You're just passionate about how you feel about what you believe in. You've been around a full circle. That's rare within a lot of our people to have been around all sides of that. So you're unique, and I appreciate your perspective and your input. I think that you are just fine, and I know that you're going to keep building, and you're going to come around to the dark side.
Well, I don't know, but I ain't gonna totally rule that out. But as into, you know, my mindset right now, man, I don't think I would ever leave the Bible again. I mean,
That's my highest wishes for you, my brother. And I know your highest wishes for me is to be a part of the kingdom.
Right,
that's
right.
nothing but love. That's nothing but love.
Right.
That's love on my part, and that's love on your part.
Right. And you're totally right on what you said about my part, man. I don't come to debate or discuss and dispute because I hate somebody or want somebody to go to hell. I only present the information I present because I do, even if I'm wrong, let's say the Bible let's say the Bible is just 100% wrong. I believe that the Bible is true, and I come and give arguments and all that because honestly, man, I don't want to see nobody in hell, bro. Even if it's true or not, I want to see y'all going to heaven with me, bro. And like you said, that's love. That ain't hate, man. That's love, man.
And I want to see you at the highest level of your potential. I want you to know that whatever you accomplish in this world, that you did off the blood, sweat, and tears of your own backbone. I want you to know that it's nothing that you can't do, and you don't need nothing outside of yourself to achieve it. That you are great within yourself. That's what I want for you, the supreme knowledge of self, that you will know that you dictate your future, you dictate your present state. You are the one that's in charge of your destiny. That's all I want for you, and that's nothing but love.
And I appreciate that, man. For everybody in the chat, I apologize, Sutek, man. There's a lot going on with these two phones I'm on, man. I'm not really able to drop the link in the chat, bro. So we just about to get ready to close out. Sutek, I'm not for sure if you're inside the Paradigm Shift group or if me and you are friends on Facebook. If we are, hit me up in the messenger, bro. We can start a show anytime, man. We can talk about whatever it is that anybody want to talk about. So I just want to send that invitation out there to you. Black Lion Supreme. Well, no, since it was about me and you, I'm gonna let Google Scholar go first. Google Scholar, can you give your last closing words and let the people know where they can find you at, my brother?
I don't have any YouTube channel. Well, I have a YouTube, but I don't make videos or anything. But I'm always around. I mostly be on Sabio's channel on Scripture Rippers. But you know, I follow most of the channels in the community. So, you know, I'm also part of the Scripture Rippers back chat in Facebook. So you can see me there if you need to reach me. But you know, it was a beautiful conversation. I up until the final point, I get where both of you brothers are coming from. Needless to say, I'm with Black Lion on this one, but I'm sure you already know that. But you know, it was good. But whenever you guys get the chance again, whenever you're gonna have another dialogue, just let me know. I'll be here, listening and give my 2 cents. And thank you for letting me on.
We
appreciate you, my brother, very much. Thank you. Thank you for
we
coming.
really appreciate you for coming on the channel. We appreciate your comments, your questions, and all that. Shout out to Outside the Cube. Shout out to Sabio from Scripture Rippers. Who else came on here tonight? Shout out to Mr. Wesley Curry, man. None of us know who you are. This is your first time on the show, man, but we invite you back, man. We just ask for context and understanding of whatever it is that you're trying to say or portray to the panel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I apologize again, Sutek, man. You know, I was just made to host, man. I'm not really able to send the chat. Put the link in the chat without backing out from the link that's on this phone I'm on right now. Black Lion Supreme, bro, I want you to go and give your last closing words and let people know where they can find you at as well, bro.
Thanks, thank you for having me, bro. I appreciate it, and I appreciate the bill. Look, family, you just had two brothers up here from two completely different opposing perspectives. We didn't call each other no names. We didn't talk about each other's mamas. Right? We didn't threaten each other with violence. We had a good intellectual bill. So we are showing that it is possible not to agree and still be civil towards one another. That's what our ancestors would want to see from us.
Right.
A growth and a standards and a love for each other. Just because we don't agree, we can still be civil towards one another. That's what they would want to see from us. So we learned a lot tonight. We learned that there was a case someone tried to make about making atheism a religion for their purposes or whatever it was. We're going to look into it. We learned what a third and second definition is and how to apply it according to its context. We learned that there's no complete consensus on this issue. So neither one of us can really come with anything besides our opinions. So we're going to keep building on it, and we're going to keep finding out, and we're going to keep going on and on until we get to the bottom of it. And that's how you come to correct conclusions. That's how you follow the protocol of fact checking, family. If we're going to stick to academia, then we have to stick to the protocol of academia. If we're only going to go by theology, then that's fine. Then it's open to whatever interpretation you want to make from a religious perspective. And that's fine for those who believe in that way of thinking. But if once you step into the world of academia, there are standards and protocols. So if there has not been a decision by the majority of scholars on this issue, then this argument is truly null and void. Neither one of us can make a clear-cut case of who's right or who's wrong. That being said, it was a great build, and I appreciate my brother NoBoDy. I appreciate Pianki. Love what you guys are doing. Yes, you guys are growing. You're getting in all kind of people now coming into the channel, bro. So get ready for some more. There's going to be much more coming. And I appreciate the chat and I appreciate the family. Let's keep building. Let's keep learning. And NoBoDy, I hope we can have many more conversations like this, bro. I appreciate you, love you, and let's keep building.
Let the people know where they can find you at, bro.
Oh, you can find me on Dagger Squad. Y'all already know. You can find me on Scripture Rippers. I'm on Facebook, Eric Tolliver. So if you're on Facebook, you want to send me a friend request, just look up Eric Tolliver. You can send me a friend request. So I appreciate you all. And like I said, let's keep it going.
That's what's up, man, bro. You know I appreciate you, man. You know I love you, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the chat, I love all y'all. Of course, I love everybody. I ain't got no choice. I believe in Jesus. I gotta love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I like to appreciate Google Scholar for coming on the platform as I previously did, man. Scripture Rippers, Outside the Cube, Wesley Curry, and any of the other people who came on the channel tonight, and really appreciate everybody in the chat. Y'all know me, man. My name NoBoDy. Y'all can find me right here on Paradigm Shift TV 314. I am the co-host of this channel. You can also find me on Trust and Believe the Gospel, where my co-host is Jerome, the Conscious Christian Green, Mr. Co-host to you. I am NoBoDy. I always trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. That has been Black Lion Supreme. That has been Google Scholar. This is the most diverse channel on YouTube, man. Y'all can see Black people, and as of tonight, even a white person, come on the channel and we can disagree without being disrespectfully disagreeable, as my brother Pianki says, man. If I can reiterate, that has been my brother Pianki Patai Nefra Muntun Amun Ra. That has been my brother Black Lion Supreme. I am NoBoDy. I always trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. This has been Paradigm Shift TV 314. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, and we'll catch y'all in the next one. That's peace.
Hotel. Peace.
Stop this real quick. All right, y'all. Hey, I know we still live. We stopped recording, man. I just want to appreciate y'all again, man, for tuning in. If y'all can, hit that thumbs up button, man. Give us some likes so we can get the algorithm on YouTube. As y'all can see, we just had a person come in to say that he don't know neither one of us. Somehow Paradigm Shift TV has came down his timeline and he was able to see the algorithm. He hit the link and he jumped right on the panel, man. If you can, tell a friend to tell a friend. We're not running from no discussions, no debates, no convos, and no open topics on this panel. Anybody in the chat room who haven't been on the panel, you are more than welcome to come on the panel. Anybody in the chat room who hasn't been on the panel in a minute, come back on the channel. And for those of y'all who stay with us consistently, we would appreciate if y'all tune in, and not only tune in, but come be a part of the channel, man. Come be a part of the show. We love all y'all, regardless of what background you come from, and we appreciate y'all. And we just hope that y'all help us grow, man. We just want to put the information out there, and this is the channel for truth. You can get your point across. You can let people know what you're all about, and we just want to stand on that. We appreciate y'all, and we love y'all, and we'll catch y'all in the next